Yo, everybody. How y'all doing on this terrific Thursday episode of the Logistics Lounge? Today, we have our sponsor on, Tim from LaneRunner, going to talk all about them. People have been asking us questions. I can only answer so much, so y'all are going to hear it direct from the horse's mouth. And we have Mr. King Spud on here, a veteran owner-operator. He's just going to chill out and chime in and say whatever crazy shit comes to his mind. Before we get into all of that, we're going to give some sweet, sweet love to our sponsors. And why not go ahead and run LaneRunner first, right? What more do I have to say? Tim's going to say every bit that you want to hear here in a minute.
Welcome to the future of trucking with LaneRunner. Up-to-the-minute, trustworthy spot market freight rates. Experience real-time, full truckload spot market rates at your fingertips. Stay ahead with our advanced rate alert system, ensuring you never miss a market move. Gain insights with our detailed high and low paying lane reports. Make informed decisions with comprehensive market reports tailored for your business needs. LaneRunner, accurate, real-time spot market freight rates at your fingertips. Efficiency, reliability, and profitability all in one platform. Join LaneRunner today and take your logistics to the next level. Spot market, spot on.
Woo! Telling you what makes dealing with the spot market a lot easier is when you got a funding partner that you can trust. And you can't trust nobody more than you can trust Shoreline Capital. Some of the lowest rates in the industry. You can call the owner, Clint, anytime, day or night. And remember, when y'all go and sign up, put down reference code LOUNGE365, get your invoice factored for free up to $2,500. Woo woo! All right, it's Spidey. Now we're going to see how everybody's day was doing. Hunter, we'll just start with you and work our way around. How was your day, roller coaster?
It was great, man. Got a very promising email this morning. Have a huge phone call next Tuesday. Might be calling me Mr. Enterprise Freight Hound. But yeah, man, all in all, pretty good. Booking some loads, dealing with some idiots out there. So things are going in the right direction.
That sounded close.
Was that an airplane?
I guess you live on a runway.
It was one of those. It was the turboprop crop dusters flying over about 50 feet.
Dude, that's cool.
That time of year.
That is awesome. I remember when I used to drive through Arkansas, you see those things all the time. Those are like the craziest fucking pilots on the face of the planet. They have Mr. Spud, how was your day, man? What's going on? Looks like you're at the home, fortunately enough.
Yeah, I'm a week and a day out from back surgery, so I got out today for the first time on my own, drove my pickup, which is a manual. Thankful for a hydraulic clutch. Went and picked up some ribs. I got some ribs on the smoker right now. They're going to be fantastic here in a bit, and just kind of try to walk a little bit and get back into, being a human.
Friggin'
that sounds good, man.
Well, dude, we hope your surgery goes well, my friend. You know what I mean? Like that's
he already had it, man. He's been feeling good.
It was last week.
Sorry. I thought you meant like out from having it. Sorry.
No. Well, yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, got you. Well,
somewhere in there.
Good. You're healing okay and stuff, man.
Yeah, we're off the narcotics now, which is good. But yeah, it's we're feeling better. I can get up and down without like screaming. So.
Well, that's awesome, good, bro. When you're finally feeling better, we'll be on lookout for your first twerking video with your new back.
From the truck.
From the truck. Tim,
hey.
How are you doing, man? How's your day, bud?
My day is great. I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having me, guys. And I know we've been working together here the past month to get everything set up, and you guys are absolute great team. But I really want to hear about those ribs. Are you doing low and slow? Like what system do you have? You got to tell us.
So I'll flip you around here. We got an offset. It's a cheap one, but we got post oak in here.
Okay.
your classic Central Texas SP&G, my special mix. It's a little faster than I wanted today, but whatever. I got them wrapped now with some lard in there to make them extra juicy. Bring them up to about 205 degrees. Let them sit for half hour, 45 minutes, and they'll be beautiful.
Now that's a great end of the day, isn't it? Ribs.
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
Yeah, I love smoking. I had a great day. I'm excited to be here, and for sure, I'm a broker originally, so I've been a broker for probably going on 12 years now. The industry is getting harder, and the days are. I guess if I was new, I couldn't do it, but thank God I've been doing this a long time, so it's easier. Like you have contracts, you have steady freight, but the everyday hustle of freight, I can't imagine how hard it is for a beginner. But I would say my day is good. I booked some loads and had the rest of the day to make sure damage control was good. But pretty good day all around for sure.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, what kind of freight do you focus on, Tim? Do you have a niche, or are you just like, hey man, whatever you need moved, I'm your guy?
That's a good question. The guy who taught me, he was in produce, so I do a lot of refrigerated freight. I'd say about 95%. I only have a couple guys that are in flatbed. I do some lumber out of Atlanta, Georgia, and additionally, I do one van load, which is just coming back to bring bags back, dry loads to my reefer guys in Texas. But my niche is definitely produce. It's a little more complicated than some like dry loads. You have layover issues, missed loads, the product didn't cross from Mexico, guys yelling at you all the time. But it could pay pretty decent from what I know. It's margins there, So
Yeah, it's good, man. I used to mess with produce fruit. I used to mess with produce, but I got out of it, man. It's every damn broker that gets in the industry, first thing they do is go after produce people and beverage companies. And I know everybody says competition is good, but in this business, I disagree. I don't want to deal with 15 other brokers. It's me and maybe a few others, and that's it. Like, yeah. So, but
why do you think produce though is the
Huh?
go-to? Why do you think produce is the go-to for beginners? Because I've heard that too.
It's just like you said, man. It's money. A lot of and it's a lot of brokers know that. Carriers know that, man. I mean, it really is. It's money, and it's year round from different regions and stuff, man. I mean, it's good stuff. Like, it really is. I made some good money off of it, but I don't do it. Why lie? I'm actually about to do business with an onion customer, but that's something that's been in the works for a very, very, very long time. So but other than that,
You can use flatbeds right time of the year. You can use vented vans and flatbeds. Usually flatbeds for onions in the summer.
Yeah. They that's what she's going to use. So some of it'll be reefer because it's coming out of the valley here in Texas, and her stuff can go all the way to the Northeast. You know what I mean? So she says she uses a mix. Their season starts in like 2 weeks, so she'll probably start off with flats and vintage, and I'm sure as it gets to summer, she'll probably start using reefers for some of that longer stuff.
Oh, definitely, for sure. Do you need any rates going out of the valley over to the Northeast? Let me know. That's what I'm here for.
I have access to the fucking platform. What do I need you for?
At your fingertips. Yeah.
What do I need you for?
Exactly. Yeah.
I have no need for you. All right, Tim. Let's get into LaneRunner, brother. Dude, we've been really pumping this up, and I'm trying to get on, dude, but my password keeps making me reset it. So
I have you on a not set up like a demo account type thing, and every like 2 or 3 days it kind of resets you. You want me to send you like an actual demo here?
Yeah. Well, no, what I want you to do is send me a lifetime membership. That's what
you're gonna get it. You're getting it. We had a here, log in with this and I'll get you a lifetime for sure.
Now I understand. Like, dude, it's funny because I've been having to email Jesse like every few days. I'm like, Jesse, it keeps telling me to reset my damn password, man.
Yeah. I had you on. You could use this one actually for.
I am, brother. I'm doing it. I'm doing it right now.
You should be able to log in with that. I'm gonna have to log out. Plus, are you guys sharing it too?
What? Sharing what?
I've been using mine, man. It works just fine.
Yeah, Pedro, I gave you the I'm going to set you up. We're only going to have 99 left, but the lifetime subscriptions, I'm going to give you one. And you too, Hunter, and King Spud, my new rib best friend, you'll get one too.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, I could definitely use you guys.
Hearing it first, y'all. LaneRunner.com.
Sent it over to you in the private chat. You should be able to
I get it. I'm in right now. Jeff, what's up? Jeff. We can't wait till Monday, Jeff.
Yeah, Monday's gonna be a hoot.
Monday.
Oh, we're going.
We're going to tell some stories with Mr. Jeff Dickinson on the Storytelling Chronicles.
Yes, this guy you want to be hooked up with. He is one of the smartest logisticians I know. I mean, dude, like I highly respect Jeff. So really great guy. We'll be on his show Monday. Anyway, Tim, before I get into showing this stuff and putting things on screen, I want you to give a little bit about you and what made LaneRunner a thing. How did you get to this point?
That's a great question. So when I got into the industry, I had a lot of personal one-on-one relations with customers, not big companies, mom and pop shops, where I talk to my customer one-on-one. I play video games sometimes with a couple customers while we're moving freight. Maybe I'm out on a Saturday. It's real personal. But it's also personal where it's 8:00 at night and they'll text me, hey, Tim, I need a truck tomorrow, or I have a last-minute order. What's a rate McAllen, Texas to Bronx, New York? I need a van, reefer, whatever. So, how do I get that rate if I haven't run that in a few days? Or even I want to see every day I check my rates. Even yesterday is not today's rate. So I have to pull out the laptop because my cell phone doesn't work with DAT or truck stop or at the time. Now it does. But sometimes the competition, the cell phones, it's really hard to see the load boards to establish a rate. So I'd have to pull over, open up the laptop, connect it to Hotspot, log in, get in, look at the loads. It could be late at night, so there's not really much freight to compare it to. I could check rates versus the competition, and they're a few days old. So it really doesn't do me anything now. So if I don't have a rate, I might have to call a carrier. I might have to post it and wait for my phone to ring to get I don't want to under or over quote, obviously. So it's a process. So I said, how come there isn't something easy? And I did notice the competition was trying to get there and put rates, but what they're doing is they're taking factoring invoices and loads that were posted and removed and assume that's the rate. There's different data that they collect, but it's usually outdated, 3-5 days old, and the markets move every day, the spot market specifically. So I said, why can't I just log in, put origin, destination, equipment, and get a rate? So my customer could see it, doesn't need to call me. Number two, I could quote him reliable, with the instant rate right there over the phone. It's transparent, it's reliable, and he can log in to cross compare the rates to make sure I'm not taking advantage or I'm in the ballpark. So I said, I should really look into this. And as time went on and I'm getting calls, even to this day, today, I get an email, hey, what's the rate for this or that? I know that's our job as a broker, but I want it quick. Everything as soon as possible, as fast as I can, I'll make more money in this business. I wanted it quick. And how do I put together all these lanes? Okay, if you connect city to city in America, it's 440,000 connections. Okay, that's not possible to update every day. And I had to kind of figure out with an algorithm, and my business partner came in and said, he's a mathematician, web guy, and he said, let's put an algorithm together. Let's break down the states into different areas, regions, shipping areas, and then we could start with that. And 3 years later, here we are. We figured it all out. The help of AI has been fantastic. But really, at the end of the day, I got what I wanted specifically for me, which is spot market freight rates at my fingertips. And we're releasing it to the public as of the past 2 weeks. Successful. We have subscribers on. We're excited. And we're going to take off with this. And, a lot of new features coming in soon. But at the end of the day, we're a solution, guys. I'm not out to sell a bunch of features. I want one solution, and that's instant spot market freight rates. We do have plenty of good features with more rollouts coming soon. But rates at your fingertips that are transparent, that you can trust, which is the most important. You have to be able to reliably book with them. And with our rates, you can. And we're only getting better by the day. So, and here we are.
Rob, you're on mute.
Well, I'm telling you what, man. I need an icon that tells me I am because I can never see this bottom one. I agree that everything's getting better every day, man. Hunter and I use it every day, and I don't know if y'all see this, but dude, I click the request lane for the AI to do its thing. Like every lane I do, I freaking hit that thing, man. And I like it, man. It does. It has a lot of great features, things that I either don't see on other people, or if it is on there, it's a top package. And I want to give you a compliment and say that is one thing that I like about y'all, Tim, is that with LaneRunner, dude, it's not 80 different fucking price points. You know what I mean? It's here's the price, you get all these features, that's the end of it. And I think that is a huge marketing point and a very big plus in your field.
We appreciate that, Pedro. A lot of the info I read on the load board, stuff like that with other rates, it's too much info. It's almost overload. I just need a rate. And there's obviously other people out there like that. I didn't even know the other day I could hit this button and it moves this around on a couple of the load boards. And all of a sudden I'm like, oh, that's cool. I didn't know that was there for 10 years. I never clicked the button, but I really appreciate that. We want to get it out there. What it is though, I see when people on our back end, we see what everybody is searching for. So we're able to consolidate those rates into the AI to really make those a target, because most of the time you run the same lanes consistently. And as we get more people on, our rates will lock into 100%. Right now, I would say we're about 90%, which I would never settle for in a business. But the more users we have on, the more information and data we'll be able to collect to get 100% freight rates for you. So it is a little bit of a process, but we'll be there in a month or two.
Yeah, man. Well, I mean, that's expected for a rollout. I mean, we've been sponsoring you since the beginning of January. That's when y'all rolled out, was the day that we put y'all on the show. And it is, man. It is in a process of improvement on a constant basis. But I like it, man. And I mean, I get with Jesse all the time, man, and we're emailing stuff, and you see me. Our email has 85 replies. It's fucking ridiculous. Anyway, you had mentioned about more users on the platform and data. Also earlier, you had talked about how the 3-letter monsters. That's what we call the big boys on here, the 3-letter monsters. How they get their data. Could you explain to people how your algorithms work and where you pull it aside from users on the platform?
For sure. As far as the algorithm works, I can't tell you too much because we have some secret sauce.
Of course. Okay.
With that being said, I did give you a little info. We broke a lot of cities and state combinations down into regions, and that really shrunk it down a lot, but we're still way over 30,000 calculations that our system has to do every day. There's a mix between manual input. Additionally, we collect data from outside sources, our carrier network, which is vast, our broker network, and our shipper network. So on a basic reward system that our company spends money, we pay for our rates. So they call in, we give them a list of rates that they ran, and then we give them on a reward system either free membership or we give them some sort of monetary reward at the end of the month. The more rates they report, and the more accurate they are, because we do have to check, we have to cross compare for accuracy purposes, then we'll expand their account where they might be able to report, like a big brokerage could report thousands of rates a day. So it's a mix between us collecting the data, us digitally collecting the data, and then call in data and report in data on a report system. So it's a lot on the back end for sure.
Yeah, no, I am very sure that it is. So, do you have like a percentage, or do you know what part is like carriers giving you this rate versus brokerages and other things?
We're a good amount on carriers.
Yeah.
I would say probably 70 to 75% carriers, but we oversee those rates because we don't just take the first rate someone gives us, because they might want to set the market. So it's cross compared versus what we have stored in our database versus what a broker gives, and then we run it through the AI essentially to make sure it averages out, and then it also gets manually checked. So when I got the call from a customer, I'd have to pull over and check the rate. We have a whole team doing that as well, so we are checking rates across all load boards, everything, and making sure that what we see is absolute correct.
I am happy to hear that. And I just want to put out there to all the carriers. I literally was talking yesterday on Facebook, getting absolutely slaughtered as a broker. But I said, if there is a rate a load board or rate tool out there that is ran by carriers where they have a say in the rate, I will gladly use it. Man, who knew that I was already using it? Carriers, if you're looking for somewhere that's going to take your information and put it into their database, y'all want to earn more money, Tim is telling you that a majority of his stuff comes from there. Tim, can you explain to us how a carrier could get like signed up with this or integrated with you for that?
Pedro, you're filled with great questions, honestly, really.
What questions, bro?
I mean, an interview of all. Starting uphill. What's up, by the way? I'm Tim. Nice to meet you.
Hey, what's happening, Tim?
What up,
Hey, I got
TJ?
in. I got in a little bit late, Tim. So I'm gonna need you to do the whole pitch over again, please, sir.
All right, guys, you want to start it at the top? Let's do it again. It's a great question. We're in a pseudo beta right now. We're in a controlled beta release. Okay, it's open to the public, and we're just coming out of that. We needed to build a little bit of data to see what lanes people are going to be searching, stuff like that. So we're out of beta now. We're basically getting ready to a full release with full advertising and everything starting at the end of next week. That being said, there's going to be a page on our website. There's going to be a link for a report rate. Okay. You're going to be able to come in and get the benefits, and we're going to take them on one by one because we do have to vet you a little bit. Unfortunately, we have to make sure your data is correct. It's a probationary period for a week, and then you're open to getting free memberships and reward system too. I was actually thinking maybe we should do some sort of like crypto token, and we'll give it out to you. You get tokens for reporting, but that's a whole nother business that I don't want to get involved in.
Hey, TJ, here's your guy, bro. Here's your guy, TJ.
But you get a free membership.
I do crypto.
Who does crypto?
Oh, TJ does. Darting Uphill does. You can call me TJ though.
Sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm my bad. Darting uphill, bro. Sorry.
Are you in Bitcoin and all that, or?
No, I mean TJ's fine once we get I just need people to know where to find me on Twitter. That's all, and that's Darting Uphill.
I literally was telling Hunter yesterday. Sorry to touch off, but I was telling Hunter earlier today. We were talking about someone, and he used their government name, and he's like, "Oh, it's this person." And I was like, "Dude, no, use their government name. I love government names."
Yeah, my government name is Thomas James O'Done.
Hey, both of these guys right here, Tim, would be fantastic gentlemen to have part of that. So Spud and Darting, Hunter and I will get back with you guys when they roll out that report a rate thing and try to get y'all, try to get you guys on that. They're both very, very reputable carriers, owner operators, so be some good people to have in your thing.
For sure. And Dart, I want to get you. So I'll get you a couple logins there for your guys and your audience as well, Pedro. And I'll get you some logins so your users can check it out. And maybe we'll do some sort of giveaway in next week. A big giveaway. What do you think?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, bro.
Sure.
Let's do it on.
So aside from the carriers, what about the like the brokers and stuff? Are you integrating with their TMSs, or is it the same thing that they're reporting data back to you? How are y'all collecting that from them?
As far as that, everything is through email right now. Okay, we have lists. I don't want to give too much away. There's some good ideas that we felt we came up with that we want to protect. But at the end of the day, we have Excel sheets that go out that get filled in, reported back. That's a good part of it. And again, our AI is pretty good on the back end of monitoring everything and overseeing that our rates are correct. But I think what we're eventually going to turn into is you're going to be able to API from our system. Okay, so we're able, like, say you're if you're a factoring company, right? We're going to have rates so the factoring company can see the rates to make sure they match up against what their carriers, brokers are doing. Make sure like that they're reporting right. There's no fraud or anything in there. So, you ever get a call from a factoring company verifying a rate? So this will be a tool, and I'm working with a factoring company now that's a good friend of mine, a release with us integrated in there. So there are APIs that we have, and with the right guys, we'll definitely, integrate into your system pretty easy with just a click of a button. Our software is not a heavy software, so it's pretty easy to integrate for sure. But that's all on the future. I need to make money first. I spent it all. All my broker money goes to my mortgage and then to this. So,
well, hey Tim, since you just mentioned that you do the deal with the fact stuff, hey, if you're okay with it, I'd love to hook you up with our other sponsors, Shoreline.
sure.
Dude, they're really really great people. Be an additional data point for you and stuff. And if you want to expand any of those people you reach as you get further into it, I mean, let us know. And Hunter and Eyes and
I see the
all,
ads you put up. They're amazing. I mean, you
yeah,
guys, I see Shoreline. I looked into them. They're actually
yeah.
kind of well known. They've been around for a long time. Man.
Yeah, mom and
5
pop
years.
all day, man. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've heard of them
5
forever.
years. They're just celebrating that. They just made a post about it. So this February is their 5th year in business, and they're real good, honest guys. But what I was
I
saying
would
after that,
definitely like to make that connection, brother. So,
yeah, oh yeah, dude.
and any more you have, I'm open to ears.
Yeah, anything past that, man. Any carriers, all that. Like, I mean, the network that the lounge has built, man. Like Hunter and I are able to connect with folks that. Dude, we've got a crazy, crazy fucking reach, man.
Yeah.
I mean, darting uphill, Spud, like their social is it. Well, I mean, I'm saying like everyone that we talk to, we try to have a good. We want to make sure they have a good network, and like these two guys are two of them, man. So, dude, use
Sure.
us as your resource.
Guys, could I ask you guys a question?
absolutely.
What would you think about another load board coming out? Because we are in the works, and I was not really supposed to say anything, but I would like to kind of release that. We are going to be a load board at some point too. For the reason is we'll be able to collect our data from our load board to get the rates to 100%. What I'm saying is I don't want just another load board. I don't want to compete with the big guys. Who would do that? I want a bit of a niche. I want something different. And I'm thinking our rates would be kind of the setting point for the load board posting or suggested rate, and then high paying freight only. I want no low paying freight. So it has to meet a minimum requirement to even be eligible to book through us. High paying freight. Why waste your time with low paying?
Oh,
You guys
yeah.
have any input?
Yeah.
Yeah, only high paying freight. I don't want anything below $2 a mile, not even vans or flatbed. Yeah.
Well, I got a good idea for that. So I know there's a couple websites that do it where, like say I have a contract lane down and obviously I'm not trying to run spot market all the time. If you had a load board where you could, obviously book loads, but a way to where like, I guess like find carriers in like common lanes, like where you see like this MC number runs this lane. This is what they've ran from Tennessee or like Nashville to Atlanta back and forth for 6 years, and these are the rates that they've ran it at. I think that'd be something interesting because we're talking about the spot market, like that's obviously a big thing. But when it comes down to I have 50 lanes and I need to get contract carriers on these, it's a pain in the ass,
To spin
Sure.
off what Hunter said, what if in addition to something like that, you added a contract lane fucking tab on your load board, bro? No board
I like it, but we're spot market spot on.
no. Hey, no,
Yeah.
Contract tab, huh?
no, because it could play in. It could play into your thing, man. Like you talk about the criteria, you could set a deal to where you can't post a load or a lane unless it's at this rate, like you just said.
I like
for that contract stuff, you could be a little bit lenient because some carriers are lenient on stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Well, contract, Pedro, comes from the spot market, correct? So it's established on what the spot market did that quarter. There's a way where they establish the rate where we could take the spot market rate for now, and then it's negotiable, open ended on both directions based on the future predictions. No,
true, but I do love your idea about it that you guys put a floor. Like you can't post a load in this lane for less than what we LaneRunner are saying that it's worth. That would be good shit. Like that.
Yeah.
I'll put the contract tab in. We should be out with about a month or so. I'd say no more than 5 weeks with our updated version of our software, additionally with the load board. Okay, we're in beta testing on that personally with our group. So we'll be released in a month. I could set the rules on it, which is a great thing. And I like that. I would put a contract tab in. I'll talk to you off the podcast on that so nobody steals our ideas. But I definitely think I like where you guys saying like spot market and then rates that are worth your time. Why do you want to look at low paying freight? You're going to go out of business if you take it. So high paying loads only.
Yeah. All right. Here's what I would love to do. Spud, TJ is drivers, man, carriers, business owners. I mean, you guys, we know rates are a fucked up thing right now. Everybody, I don't care what broker it is, even carriers, they use one of two load boards for the most, or I mean, rate tools for the most part. What is it you guys would like to see from a rate tool? What would make y'all happy?
Go ahead, Spud.
But you're a carrier, correct?
Yeah, it's two of us. I run a reefer. The other guy runs dry van, and honestly, I'm all for new boards. Something else to book freight on, because the big guys they're a pain. We primarily use the one because that's where we book freight at. But you're filtering through the bottom feeders. There's carriers I won't use. I'm not set up with. I don't know them. They look sketchy. Or they're posting stuff we've seen stuff recently like 17 cents a mile. Who's hauling that? Who? It ain't me. My truck's too nice.
This is a partial.
Yeah, 50,000
There's
pound partial. Yes.
There's one pallet.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I'd be all for it. And my thing is, if we're gonna book freight, I want to use your board, and I want to book freight. I don't want to one load every 6 months. It's not that I'm not looking at it, but if it's not producing for me, I'm gonna stop using it. And that to me, I think what your idea here is, I think that would be a good place to start, and I think it'd work out really well. At least I think. I don't know. I'm just a truck driver. What do I know?
I'm just a broker, King Spud. But listen, I'd rather have quality freight over quantity freight. And I think that's what we do. Cheap freight, low-paying freight from it's a waste of everybody's time. So when you go in as a dispatcher or a carrier looking for broker loads, you're getting right to the negotiating table. You're not going to waste your time trying to bring it up to where it should be. So get all that out the way. You post it, Pedro, King Spud, you book it, done, right? And it skips all the nonsense of the back and forth. And that's the way I want to do it. But we'll always add on more. The more we speak, the more we get involved in the industry. Obviously, we'll bring on add-ons for the industry that what you guys want, because nobody else listens. We're here to listen, and we want to make the changes in the industry. Little changes, but keep the wheels spinning for sure for everybody.
Spud, before we move on to darting, what about the rate platform as it is now? I know you use a rate platform. Is there stuff that you don't like on there that you want to give him some advice on or give some input on, something that would be more beneficial to you as a carrier when you're rating your freight?
Make it quick and easy. The big guy, yeah, you can do it on your phone, but it's a little bit of a hassle. Maybe it's just because I'm not tech savvy, even though I'm a millennial. It's maybe when you're on the computer, it's a little easier to use, but when you're on the phone, which I do a lot of stuff on the phone, I'm not breaking the laptop out. It's just a pain. Just make it so I can look at something and then go, okay, well, these are paying this in the last 15 or 30 days or whatever, and just make it simple. Because a lot of times, when I book freight, I'm looking to go from here to somewhere, right? And I'm putting in different locations around and trying to find my way to where I need to be or want to be or whatever. And when you're trying, it's a lot of work, as I know you guys know. It's a lot of work to get yourself and process all the information you need to do, especially when you got 400 pages open on your laptop going, okay, well, I don't know what I'm doing right now. I need to stop, walk away. That, I think, a simplification of that would be way nicer.
King, are you on your cell phone now?
Yeah, I am.
Go to app.lanerunner.com. The login info is in the private chat. Go ahead and log in.
Yeah.
In a minute from now, you'll have a rate real simple, real clean. Are you in the chat? I'll send it over to you guys.
Yeah, can you see the chat, Spud?
Yeah, I see it. Okay. I'm over on the login stuff right now.
There you go. And we lost someone uphill.
Yeah. There's no telling where he's at right now.
And we have to tell Pedro the mute button again.
No, I'm talking to myself. Man,
I think that's a genius thing for sure.
I was talking to myself because I was trying something on the platform I've never done before. Holy crap, dude, this is so cool. I don't know if it does this on the app. I haven't downloaded it yet, but holy shit, this is so neat. You can do like, I just did a thing from Houston to San Francisco to New York, and I'm about to do New York to Miami, and all three lanes are on the same screen without having to click back and forth. Holy shit, I've never tried that before. Oh my god, that's so cool.
We forgot to tell you. We figured as much as you could get in information, just the rates on screen at one time helps. What do you run every day? 10 or 20 lanes a day as a broker at most?
No, I don't run that many. A lot of the stuff I do is I wouldn't say it's 100% like dedicated or regular, or it's regular stuff. So I just get loads, customer sends me the shit, I just book the load. I already know what the rate is. But yeah. I will say though,
same here. I'm in the spot market a little more, and I was probably saying, hey, I'm better of a broker than I am. I don't do 10 or 20 loads a day at all, but I might have to quote upwards of that. So I figured the more information as a shipper you have on your screen, hey, Spud, the better.
I'm back.
All right, Darting, what about you, man? What is some input you have as a carrier for the rate platform, and even for the idea that he has for the load board?
So the rate platform I kind of came into late. So I'm from what I'm gathering, it's more for brokers to just say this is what the going rates are, and we can go ahead and sell to that, I guess. And then the carriers look at it and say the same thing. I guess this is what I'm worth in that lane. So I guess that's the gist of it, right?
Possibly. So what we have is direct rates, which brokers can utilize. Yep. You know, like I said, in our situation, a shipper's asked me, hey, Tim, what's the rate on this right now? And, you know, you have to get the laptop out. It's a process. I have to double check, call carriers. I have to say, hey, Darting Uphill, what's the rate? What did you get today on that? It's here on your fingertips. Additionally, a shipper, how do they know what I'm telling them is correct? They might get quotes from a few guys, but I've been known to make good margins on some loads. So they have what's called a rate alert. We have a rate alert system that a shipper can say, hey, if the rates move today, and I've been paying $2,500 and now it's 28 or 22, but exactly. You're going to get an email, the rate changed. As a broker, I'll probably continue to keep quoting the same rate over and over if I could get it, even though I paid less for the truck. So he'll save money by being able to say, hey, I got a rate alert here. Broker, why are you charging me 25 when today's rate should be 22? We have direct to truck rates, which is correct. It's kind of what you know. I know the rate. But additionally, we have a fair value broker rate that is a fair markup in a slow moving market that a broker should charge his customer. And for carriers, you get to see everything. What brokers should be charging, the direct rate, and additionally, you have rates at your fingertips. And plus, someone will speak, I think it was King Spud, tri-holes. You're in Georgia, you want to get back to Texas, right? So you might have to make a stop somewhere in between. So you're going to be able to turn on your geolocation, allow my location. We're going to show you the top 10 highest paying outbound lanes and highest paying and the coldest ones. So you know I might have to stop at Oklahoma to get back to Texas to get back here. So we have geolocation tracking coming out with high revenue lanes and low revenue lanes, which is going to be catered to your current location. So you're able to keep those wheels spinning, and carriers would love that.
All right. Who are you charging for this service? Are you charging all three, a shipper, a broker, and a carrier?
It's transparent, same rates. Everybody gets direct and fair value. Everybody pays the same price. We were thinking we'll do this or that. And I said, it's $49.99 a month as a solo user, just you, one person. And it's $49.99 a month. Yep. If you sign up multiple people, two or more, you have an office, it goes down $44.99. Enterprise pricing starts at $39.99 and below. So if you have a big office, we'll give you a good discount. But for one person, $50 a month. And and it'll save you money. I'll give you an example, guys, real quick. I know I'm talking a lot. I apologize, but during about a year ago, I did a Long Prairie, Minnesota, down to Los Angeles. Okay, and I was charging $4,400. Well, guess what? The trucks went down to $3,200 instead of me paying $4,000 on the truck. I paid $32. I was able to charge my customer $44 because he was used to paying it. Okay, it lasted a couple of weeks, and the trucks were super happy because the rate was $28. I was overpaying what the trucks wanted, not even negotiating, take it, and doing my job, getting as much as I could from the shipper. He was used to paying it. If he had LaneRunner, he would have had a rate alert that his lane switched from 44 down to 32 or 33. He would have saved $10,000 right there, thus paying his $49.99 a month. And a carrier would have seen what the broker should be charging. And with transparency, you should be able to see the Raycon and see I was overcharging. Carriers should ask the broker for the Raycon. By law, they're allowed to see the transparency in the industry. He would see I'm overcharging. Now the carrier could call him out. So it definitely saves you money for sure.
So this app, show everyone everything. It's like playing poker with all of our cards showing. Does that cause hate and discontent before, or does that transparency cause a race to the bottom? It seems like there's some other factors that might happen here. I'm cool with it, but you just, in your scenario, you just mentioned how valuable that was to you as the broker to do your job better while everyone was not seeing everyone else's cards. You know?
Didn't I just hurt myself though? I lost that $1,000 margin I was making, correct?
Sure.
Now
sure.
I did.
Yeah, and so it's like a long-term, short-term situation that you're solving. Just saying, okay, instead of, betting on the $1,000 for the next 2 weeks, I'll just go ahead and take my lickings right now, move the rate down, and everybody's happy. Now, so my question would be, okay, 3,200 is what this rate is, and let's say that is shown to the shipper, and then is that shown to the trucker, or is the trucker shown 2,800 when they're looking at their stuff? Like, does the system automatically create margin for the transaction?
It creates margin based on the volume of the day. So if it's like, let's say a holiday, New Year's or something, you guys all know the rates go up. Margins are going to be completely, rates will be out of control, margins. So it's set to a seasonal movement. When our rates are moving a lot, then our margins get wider because it's harder to book trucks as a broker. So essentially we have a fair value kind of set base rate with a little bit of additional algorithm into it. But in reality, you shouldn't be making 500 on a load. That's a one pick, one drop. It's too much money.
Are you telling me that in this model, if everyone's using this, everyone's getting a fair deal? It sounds like everybody's going to make their margin to the best of the market, the market prices at this day on a daily basis. We're showing margin, or we're giving margin, or the system's producing margin for everyone involved, and everyone's basically getting value from the transaction. It sounds like
that's our plan. That's our hope. And so far, it's the reviews, the beta testers love it. Darting, we want this. Okay, we want everybody to meet in the middle. We're not right now. The brokers are eating too much, and I'm a broker myself. All right. My partner is a shipper. Okay, and a carrier. So there's all of us involved in this build here. And in LaneRunner, we're all sorts of all sides of the field. We would meet in the middle. The trucks will get the money they need to survive. The brokers will take a little bit, but then they'll have more trucks that want to work with them. They're being fair. They're able to get more freight. Their shippers are happy. It's a win-win for everybody.
So how is the load board? How is a load board not already baked into this cake?
I spent every paycheck I've had, and my partner too, for the past 3 years, and load boards are highly expensive.
Okay.
We're out with the load board though.
Okay, but what I'm getting at is strategically, all of the information is already there. So if a shipper signs up for this, he knows the rate, but then, wouldn't it be, if he just uses your service, it goes to the load board as well? Let's say next version 2, once you're to the load board and it's up and running, this is going to be seamless to sort of build the load board, because anybody that uses the rate match could post the load and it would go to the load board, something like that.
We do. Well, we can talk off the podcast, but for sure you got great ideas. Everybody does. That's why I want to get down more and talk to everybody. But that's correct. This is the LaneRunner suggested rate. But I can't force anybody to. This is where you should be at, and it presents a negotiating point for everybody to work off of. Okay.
Sure. Okay. So if I get the $50 subscription, I have access to this information, and I get to see. Basically, the carrier is going to be able to know if the rate changed as well. So does the rate alert work for the carrier as well?
Yes, for everybody that uses the system.
Okay.
So
this thing I don't really have. I mean, I would use it. I think I would sign up for $50 to say and give it to a dispatcher and say, hey, you need to double check all your rates all the time because that broker's probably getting over on you. Can someone? Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well, I'm just going to do one more. Well, I can't log in right now, but can someone just run a transaction in the background on this and tell me what the rate is from Paso Robles, California to Carrollton, Texas right now?
Okay. All right.
Reefer.
Paso Robles. I'm running it right now.
Paso Robles.
Yeah, 93446.
Oh, that's a great idea. I do have to put in. What do you guys think of adding in zip code?
Yes, I was.
The zip code feature is one, dude. Because I tried to do that before, and it kept saying you have to enter all fields.
Okay, so it's got to be one or the other. FYI, it's got to be if you don't want to create pissed off customers, it's got to be one or the other work. So Paso Robles, California would work, or 93446 would work, and you don't have to do both. That's got to be. I mean, that's my preference when I'm working anywhere on any system these days.
What would you prefer? Because what if we had the option to do both?
No, sometimes my customers give me a zip code. Sometimes they give me the city. Like, have you ever had a customer email you? They never give you both the city and the state and the zip code. They're like, oh, it's Paso. They give you one or the other oftentimes. Now, if they're copy and pasting, they'll give you both. But customers, man, and I'm not going to respond to the customer, what's the zip code there? Like, I don't bother my customers like that. I have to go to Google and search it up. So you want me to go to Google or Internet Truck Stop to search up a zip code? No. You want to keep people focused on your platform. You don't want to lose their attention by having something cumbersome. Now, if I had to choose, I'd have to say the city's more important. I don't know. And that's tough though, because then you got to have the state. So
our cities and states, we have it like set up. So our cities and states are just the main cities. We don't have every little city and state. Like, for example, Cambria, California will pop up over Robles,
When you put 93446, Cambria pops up?
Well, no, that we have it on the mains because there's so many little cities in the system. And until we have the money to have every little one, it's the main city next to it, which is only a small, like Templeton would pop up.
Darty, yeah. Hey, Darty, hey. I can pull up Templeton, which is 8 miles outside of Paso Robles. Where'd you say you were going, brother?
How did you know? So first of all, how did you know to pull up Templeton? If you start typing Paso Robles, does it suggest it to you?
No, because I'm not. Can I answer this? No, because I'm not a fucking idiot broker. And when I enter something and it doesn't pop up, I go to Google Maps and enter it and find the next city over and do that because I'm an intelligent politician.
Yeah, that's cool. And always go to the shorter mileage. Come on, man, so you can get a better rate out of that trucker.
Well, all right. Well, hey, all right. Well, see, good. I'll do the. Let me do the shorter mileage. Let me pull up Whitney Garden. Fucking
$2 a mile. You want $16.
Well, first of all, okay. So I know the area. Okay, so let me tell you this: if Templeton and Cambria pull up the same rate, that would kind of be good. But I'm curious what the differential is. What's the delta between Cambria and Templeton? You got to try both of them now that we know those are our two options.
Where'd you say you're going, Darty?
Carrollton, Dallas, Texas.
Oh shit, Carrollton, what's up, bro? When you gonna be there? I'll come up there and meet you, man. We'll go have some barbecue.
Yeah, that's my facility, and I got the right place. So.
All right, so I'm doing Whitley Gardens to Carrollton, Texas.
Whitley Gardens popped up?
Yeah, dude. That is outside of Paso Robles.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got
Throw that Whitley Gardens away. Got to do Templeton and Cambria.
Okay, Templeton. Got you.
Yeah. Again, guys, that's just a simple upgrade on the back end, but it's also an $8,000 upgrade to add every single city and state. So obviously,
Sure.
as we make money, and we're right on the verge of funding. By the way, we're in the incubator in North Dakota State University, the tech
Okay,
incubator.
but here's the problem. Here's the problem with the. I mean, that the question in my mind is, how on earth whoever gave you the options, like whatever programmer made the system allow Templeton and allow Cambria, but Paso Robles is not the option. Here, that's so odd. Templeton's not even a city; it's a town in a county. It's a county town of. It's got probably population of, I don't know, 15,000 or something. 10,000 maybe. I don't know. It's county. And then Cambria is out on the coast, like it's a coastal city that is way off the beaten path. No one would ever go there. And it's got less than 10,000 people maybe. I'm guessing. Paso Robles has 45,000 people. It's the main hub. Like it's the place.
The distance, though?
So I'm just curious, like what caused
So
what's the distance on it?
Before you can answer that, Tim. All right. So I have access to 5 different rate platforms where I work at. Per LaneRunner, it is saying $33.50 per DAT. It is saying $29.29, and per ITS, or for all you fucking new people, that's truck stop. ITS, Internet Truck Stop. ITS is saying 2,800. So LaneRunner is $400 above, $500 above the lowest paying rate on every other platform.
But again, guys, that doesn't mean, though. That doesn't mean our rates are updated in the mornings up until 3 p.m. because most people aren't booking late at night.
I'm giving you a
that was this morning's rate.
Dude, that's good. That's what you want.
Here's the other thing, Tim. I'm gonna pull you off screen because even though I know Darden can't see this, I know Spud can, because I think that when people see this, it makes a shit ton of difference. Okay, first off, I want to go and point out that did you see right here? I messed up the lane, but I told you earlier, I started from Houston, went to San Fran to New York to Miami. I was able to pull up all 3 of those lanes on the same exact screen. I'm going to tell you, if you're a carrier like I was a carrier, when I book freight, I don't give I look, what is the market coming out of there? And then when I find a load, I look going to somewhere else. Like I look 3 or 4 loads in advance is my point when I'm a carrier. Other platforms do it, but you have to click different tabs. So one, I think this is cool as shit that you can do it on one screen. I can't believe I never tried it before. 2, I want to point out the awesome thing that I really like about LaneRunner, Tim, that I think carriers will like, and I feel that it'll help put to bed some of this bullshit of this 40% margins. Like that is very few brokers are making that. Point is, on here it has the direct rate. Templeton, California to Carrollton, Texas, $3,350. It was updated yesterday, but if you click another tab, it has the fair value broker rate, and that's $3,600. So as a broker, I don't even have to figure out my margin, and you as a carrier can see what me as a broker should rate my shipper that. So I should give you, the carrier, $3,350, and I should be getting from my shipper $3,600.
Look what I just did. I'm on the screen because I updated on the back end, brother. Do you see the New York to Miami that you have up there?
I have
32,000. Yeah, I just put it up just now.
I will be there tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. So I just did that on the back end. I want you to see because the rate's correct. If the rate's wrong, I want you to see. So I just did that while you were talking on the admin when you punched that up. AI learning mode. So click that. So now it says request the lane because it's obviously wrong. So you request the lane, and then you have a certain amount left. You hit confirm, and we get a message on our back end. Hey, this rate is known to be wrong. I'm a truck driver. I run this lane. I'm a broker. I do this. I'm a shipper. You report the lane to us. We run it through our AI once, and then again a second time on a manual check, and that lane becomes spot market spot on.
I love he says spot market spot on.
It's a growing. It's definitely going to grow. We need users to get this to 100%, but that's how we could do it personally on the back end.
Yeah, and hey, I want to, and I say this because I really want to push this, like this transparency thing, because I really think this is a huge deal in the game right now. There is a ton of false information and ideas and all this stuff about who makes what a carrier makes, what a broker makes, what a shipper makes. Now, this isn't saying that this is what the broker does rate, but I think that adding this level of transparency of saying, hey, this broker likely has $300 in this load they're going to make. Like, I feel that is a really great thing, Tim, and I applaud y'all for that very much. I want to touch on, and sorry, Tim, I'm kind of taking over, but I love your fucking platform, dude.
That school church meeting I got in 5 minutes, so I got to boogie out here. You got to take the kids to the church.
Tim talked about these rate change alerts, and darting and spud. I want to say, like, this board is for everybody. Like, it is not just for brokers, shippers. It is for carriers, everyone. Like, it is just like the rest of the rate platforms, except for this one is consistently learning as you're doing stuff in here. And as you use it, if you go and do the request lane and get the AI to search the lane, it continuously updates the data. No other platform can you go and say, just like Tim said, you're like, hey, I know this rate is not right. I run this all the time. They need to update this. Like, you can't go to the 3-letter monsters and tell them your fucking data's wrong. You need to update it. I mean, that right there, I think is pretty nifty.
Pedro, run that search again for the New York, because I'll show you now. This is not spot market on yet, but now it's going to go through the system, and by tomorrow, run the New York to Miami that I had up at like some ridiculous number. So we'll do it. And then darting, I think we're going to switch to. We have to pay the money through Google to get a listing that does every single city and state. But I'm going to have the option either enter zip code or the physical, city and state. What do you think?
Yeah, I would. I mean, I love it. I mean, you got to have
and I appreciate
the user interface, because I'm now, but I've booked many freight. I'm familiar with all these load boards and everything on it. So you got to make it seamless and easy, because then I just don't want to click away from something. It's like I have TikTok, Instagram, but I don't use them. I'm just on Twitter like that, just because it's easier. I want to stay in one app. Maybe I'm old. The kids probably love switching around apps, but if you can suck them into yours and not ever go anywhere else because of a nice, pleasant experience. And I love the numbers. So, I'm paying $4,000 in that lane right now to my carriers, but
yeah,
this would be good because I'm a broker as well. So if I roll this out to my team, we got a little bit more evidence to say, hey, we're going to lower our rate to 3,600 or 3,800 or whatever. Plus,
our rates are what it was booked at. So you have the option to say it was just booked. Yeah, as a broker, you say that. I just covered one at 35.
Yeah.
Why do I have to pay 4? Some other truck took it.
Yeah.
Why, So we kind of want, exactly like you said, we want to say this is the rate for the market and this is what it actually booked at. For the rate to show up on our site, it has to have been proven booked by one of our carrier shippers or brokers of that day or the day.
Yeah, no, that's great. And the learning function is great as well. So, and then as far as the load board's concerned, when you do get to that, my biggest thing is for a reefer freight, I need to know the temperature of the load. So if anybody's going to post a load, just post the damn temperature, right? And then I don't bother you with a phone call to say, hey, what's the temperature on that load? So mandatory fields in my world, they help me. It's like, okay, so if I'm going to post a load, I got to mandate. I'm mandated by the load board to put the temperature in. That's something that the broker might say, well, I want the guy to call me so we can negotiate the temperature type of shit. Because brokers do that, right? They just need that phone call so they can acquire the truck, and then all the rest of the details they work out on the phone call. But this email function that DAT and truck stop, everyone's going to just email only. You can't even call the broker to talk about the goddamn temperature of the load. So now I'm emailing you to find out the temperature of the load because you mandate email and you don't allow a phone call. But now I don't even know the temperature. Just throw the temperature in there and I can just not call you because my reefer won't hold -20.
Starting question number 1, okay? What if the load board, you post all the load info, 1 and 1, picks today between 3 and 5, first come, first serve, delivers Thursday, 8 a.m., temperature 40 degrees, according to BOL, 41,000 pounds, paying this much on it. What if that info was there? Would you still call, or would you be comfortable to click book now?
No, I book it now. That's when the book it now work. Like I would do book it now if they were getting those numbers from LaneRunner. LaneRunner's okay, so we all want to be simpler. So you're rolling out the LaneRunner. That's fabulous. You get the load board attached, and this is a book it now thing. With a book it now, that's not some bullshit. Like the book it now on Internet Truck Stop and DAT. I don't even do it ever. They don't work. They don't have all the details.
Messaging, like the chat, like to make an offer. I didn't like that feature. I love the.
I'm on the phone, so the app goes away. I forget about it. Like maybe if I was on my computer, that chat function, but I don't like talking to AI bots at this point. I'm not there yet, so I don't really want to use. I don't really use those, to be honest. So it's the temperatures mandatory fields now, but you don't want to have too many mandatory fields because now you got the broker mad because he's got to enter all this data. So, anyways, but that's my thought on that. Is just like mandatory temperature, especially on a partial. Okay, right. So if I'm booking all kinds of partials, and I gotta call you on every one to find the temperature, and I already know I want to go 55 degrees the whole time. You know, it's just a big waste of time.
Call me on a load. Let's do what's on the screen, New York to Miami. Okay, we're showing 3450. Let's go ahead and do this. You're a carrier, I'm a broker. Go ahead, give me a call. I got a load posted at 3100, and you call me, and we'll do a fake call here if you want to, and we'll walk through it with LaneRunner.
Yeah. Hey, I'm calling about the load you have posted online, New York to Miami.
Oh, sorry, I just covered it. No, but hey, one pick, one drop. Are you empty now, or do you have freight on still?
Yeah, I'll be empty tomorrow on Friday.
All right. I could load it today or tomorrow. So anytime tomorrow, first come, first serve between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m.
You know what? That's fabulous because I heard that they might possibly offload me tonight and I'll shoot over there.
Oh, that's fine. They have on-site sleeping, so you could stay there and get you loaded. Just stay in touch with me on that. What's your MC? I just want to see if you're set up with us.
761-581.
My man. Okay, you're all set up with us. All right. It's one pick, one drop, a load of mixed produce, 48 degrees, peppers, cucumbers, stuff like that. Like I said, 10 to 4 tomorrow. And then delivery, what do you think? It's open-ended delivery, first come, first serve. Would Monday morning work for you, 6 a.m.?
That's perfect. Load tomorrow, Friday, deliver Monday morning. That's how we do this in trucking.
48 degrees, 41,000 pounds. I'm paying $3,100 on it.
3,100? Hold on. I think I might miss my exit right now. Literally.
You see 3450 on LaneRunner, bring me up there. You know that's what the direct rate is, and you deserve it.
Exactly. So, you know what? Usually we've been covering or running these for 3,500.
Well, I knew you would get the extra 50. You've been in the business a while. I would go to 37. Let's meet 50. Jeez. Could you do 3450? We're not even going to play that game. You know you're going to. Yes, and I'm going to.
Hell yeah, I take 3450. I love my brand new broker customer. Hell yeah, 3450.
I knew trucker best friend. 3450 it is. I'll send you over the Raycon. Give me 10 minutes. Loads off the board. It's your load. Good to go.
Perfect.
Actually, let me know great. We'll do it one day.
Yeah, no, I like the way that it does. It cuts to the chase. I mean, Coyote be talking about 2,500 on that lane, and I'd be like, "Come on, man! I know this is more. I know I'm worth more than $2,500 in this lane. Come on."
We give you something. We give you the arsenal, so you have some tools in your bag of logistics tricks where you can go ahead and use this. Brokers as well. I'm a broker. We're not. This is so we could quote our customers, and for shippers, which are our customers, everybody's customer at the end of the day. They pay the bills. This is the transparency they need to see to make sure everybody in the game is treating them fairly because they're just taking our word on it. at this point.
Well, you just heard me say I'm paying $4,000 in a $3,300 lane. I mean, I'm pissing away $700 per load.
Yeah.
But I'm not pissing it away because I'm supporting my carrier. I mean, I try to keep even though the market rate is what it is, I want to keep my carrier solvent. So,
yeah,
maybe I drop it to 3,700 or whatever. But yeah, no, the information's great. I've never really tried messing around with these rating tools like I should. But yeah, no, I love the product.
Not
I
a
like
lot
it,
of
and I
features.
can't wait to pay for it.
One good solution. Oh, we're gonna hook you up.
Yeah.
If you could,
$50. $50 a month, bro. $50 a month, and I just saved 700 on a load. I mean,
I'll do 3,400, and I'll give you a free membership for a month. How's that sound?
Nice.
We'll get you
All right, man,
hooked up. We'll give you a free year. Everybody on the show that I appreciate it, guys. After run, everybody's going to get a free year. Pedro, we're going to hook these guys up, everybody, for a year. And we'll have the load board on in about 2 months or so, for sure, possibly in the month. So within the next month or two, and we're going to be excited. Pleasure to speak with everybody. I have to run, and honestly, guys, I would like to do this again.
Thanks, Tim.
Yeah,
Thanks,
appreciate it, Tim.
Take care, everybody.
Before we get on to Tim, have a good one, brother. Hey,
thank you, Pedro. Thank you, Hunter. King.
But before we all get into like talking other shit, I just want to bring this up. Darting and Spud he was talking about those rate change alerts, and even though he used a shipper as an example, I want to use you two guys as an example. Say you're doing this New York to Miami darting or Spud. You guys been doing it for 6 months, but the rate has fucking tanked. You know what I'm saying? You guys could go and set an alert for yourself to say, hey, when this lane gets back up to what I was running in at or above, let me know. And then, you have that ammunition to take back to me, the broker, and say, hey, like, I know the fucking lane's running this, because I have data that says that it's been running this for whatever. Also, like he was talking about the reports, man, like, dude, it has a breakdown of, like he said, when you put in a rate, it shows you all the highest paying lanes out of that area, all the lowest paying lanes. You know what I mean? Like I feel they really put together something good, man. Like Hunter and I do not promote anything we don't believe in. And like these guys, I like the direction that they're going in. They're really trying to add a lot of tools to help all of us. You know what I mean? Like y'all got to admit that most rate tools are biased towards the brokers. They really fucking are. And the load boards are biased towards the brokers. The fact that he's talking about putting a load board up saying, hey, you can't post a load lower than what we say it should run for. Like, I think that is pretty fucking cool just in itself, man.
Well, that's kind of cool, but it's got to be lane specific. But I guess it will be. They got all the information. So if it's like on that, can you post it for 3,100 even though his rating tool or the LaneRunner is saying 33? Like where they set the bottom would be kind of important to me.
That's what he's saying. Darting, is it like if they say the lane runs for 33, you can't post it for less than 33. And then when it updates, like you have to update your posting. That's what he's saying is exactly what you're asking is it can't go for lower than what the board or the tool, the rate pool platform is saying it should be running for. I mean, dude, I could get on that right now and I guarantee you I could pull up we all know I could pull up a lane we all know should pay 4,000. There's some piece of shit broker trying to get 3,300 on that. You know what I mean? Like, just think of how much bullshit that would eradicate from all these crap brokers and even the shippers that post on the boards, saying, hey, I'm going to just drive it down as low as I can. Well, you can't do that because this platform won't let you even put your shit on the board unless you're up to par with what the freight rate should be. So,
yeah. But then they just go to the other board. Like I was saying earlier, you really want to keep them roped in. There might be some people that want to, it can all be settled with just saying the thing will let you post for like 10% below market or whatever. Just because you want to have a little bit of optionality there for like maybe I'm a carrier. Let's just say there's X amount of loads on the load board. If there's 1,000 loads on the load board in a certain lane, then great. Eliminate the low line or the garbage loads. But if there's loads in the lane, like I need it. I don't care what the price is. I'm just trying to get back home. So, so there's got to be some sort of variable. There's got to be a variable for volume. So the volume has to determine how much underneath that rate it will allow you to go. That I think, and I'll bet you can do it with AI. I'll bet you he can do it with the AI.
You know what? You just heard Tim. Like, we're gonna hook all you guys up with him personally and them, and he's gonna get you guys a subscription. So all this stuff that you're saying, you guys can give him feedback. Like it is new. It's a work in progress. It's been out for less than 30 days. I mean, so it's a process, but it's guys like you, Darting, and you, Spud, that give these ideas that are going to help them improve and be better. So, dude, I mean, we're going to hook y'all up, man, so you can call them and email them and say, hey, this is what I want, because I've done that. I mean, I told him about something that I wanted to see, and coincidentally, it was the zip code. And he told me yesterday, he's like, dude, we're working on it. And he said what he said on here. He's like, you just wouldn't imagine how expensive it is to get someone to implement all that data into a fucking platform. So,
sure.
Yeah, man. It's pretty cool. I like it, man. I do. I've been using, now I have been comparing it, but I will say, like, every lane that I've ran on there is above the others. Like, it may be $100, it may be $300, but it has always been above what the other three-letter monsters have saying. And I think that alone is good, man. You know what I mean? Because you know how brokers are, brother.
Yeah, that alone is good. And sorry.
No.
Can you hear me right now?
Yeah, we can hear you, brother.
This thing, it's being higher is the way that he gets enough customers to get to the next level. Okay, not that like if he gets a bunch of truckers on there, then he needs the freight to go with it, right? Or if he gets a bunch of truckers, that's fabulous. He's going to do that because the rate's a little bit higher and they can use it. But right now, how's he going to shift all those brokers that are on ITS and DAT over to this at the higher rate because they want the lower rate? You know what I'm saying? So hopefully the specialty, the uniqueness of this program where it sort of irons everything out, people I think are willing to pay for that. I really like it.
You know how we get all the brokers over there, bro, is by you and Spud and the other 4 million carriers out there. When you call for a load, you're going to be like, bullshit. On LaneRunner, it says $3,400. Yeah. That's how you fucking do it, bro.
Yeah.
But
and LaneRunner, I mean, I didn't get to hear where they're gathering the data from, but if it's AI, it's coming from somewhere in mass, right?
So it's a couple places. So what he said is they have users that are on the platform that are signed up with them, that they have an agreement for them to send them 1, rate cons for the stuff they do. 2, they send out a spreadsheet to all the people that are willing to fill it out with lanes that they run, and they fill them out. They use AI. They get their stuff from factoring companies. It was a ton of different places, but like he said, it's not just brokers, man. He's got carriers that send in rates. He's got shippers that send in rates. His partner Jay is a shipper, like he said, so he puts in the rates that he ships freight for. And that's the cool thing about it, man. Is there's a tool on there, Darting, that, like he said, you can report a rate. So like if you go on there and you're doing the load you're doing right now, and you're doing it for 3,500, and you see on there that they have it at 32, you can report that, hey, I'm running this lane every week at 3,500. Here's the proof. And then that allows them to update the data. And like I said earlier, like, what other platform allows you to do that? They can say, hey, your shit's wrong. This is what I do it for. Take this into account. They run the algorithm. It pulls it up. and it updates the shit real time. So
Yeah, no, I like it. And here's another reason why it's good though. See, this broker transparency shit is out there, right?
Yeah.
And I don't think the solutions that these people are pushing are going to solve the problem. Like government involved, that immediately doesn't solve the problem. So if we can roll something like this out fast, the appetite for it is there because of the hype around broker transparency, right? So you roll this out and you immediately get buy-in from all kinds of truckers that are pissed off at the broker right now, right?
Yeah.
So I think his timing's good, and I think that it's going to roll because of the people that are interested in broker transparency. And the government, they won't do anything that works. They'll mess it up. So this actually seems to work.
And think about it like this, TJ. I literally just thought about this, bro. God dang it, I keep using. I'm sorry, bro. I'm eventually I feel we know each other personally, man. So I keep using your fucking given name, man. I'm sorry, boss. Think about it like this. All these new brokers that come into the fucking arena that have this mindset, oh, it's 15-20% every single load. This will help teach them too. Because when they run that rate and they click that broker transparency and they're like, oh, well, it's not 20% of 3,000. It's only actually 10%, which is truly the average margin between 10 and 13% is what majority of brokers are making. So I also think this could be a learning and a teaching tool for some of these other clowns coming in the industry to help stop them before they start getting that mindset of, hey, let's start fucking people over and going on these percentages. Spud, I hate you right now. I love that view, bro. You suck.
Sorry, I had to go open the gate and figure I'd walk around a minute.
I can't believe there's still a light over there.
Oh, well, yeah, we're on the coast, man. Wait, hold on. Let me ruin your all day.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Dude, hey.
Are you trucking right now, bro? Or is that where you live?
That's my house, man.
I didn't know you had ocean
You got
view,
the
baby.
setup over
Well,
there.
not ocean, but, you know.
Ranch.
Hunter, idea for one of our Cool Truck Thursdays. We need to do something for Spud. Did you see that?
Give us the walkthrough, man.
Bro,
send us a video.
Spud,
here's the $3,000 camper.
Well, every Thursday on our platforms, we do a thing called Cool Truck Thursday, and we find a cool truck and attach a story to it, and we post it on our platform. One of the things we want to do at Matt's is to actually get with real drivers. But, bro, that's a sick KW, man. If you're willing, we would love to freaking feature you on a Cool Truck Thursday, man.
Yeah, I'm going to try and be at Matt's. We'll see how stuff goes, but I'm going to try and be there.
Dude, I'll come drive to you, bro. Fuck Matt's. Like, you're just like
I'm not that far.
Let's hey,
we'll do barbecue.
Yes.
Oh, you're making me hungry, bro.
Come on, TJ. You're not never that far either.
I know. Next time I'm in Texas, I'll be down there.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Here's the pasture.
God,
how many acres you sitting on, Spud?
Well, what we live on is like real small, but the landlord owns, I don't know, several hundred.
Yeah.
And then the neighbor over here, this field, that one, I want to say it's probably 150. I mean, we're out here.
Dude,
we're out here.
That's the way to live, brother. That is the way to live, dude.
Oh yeah, got the little lean-to shop here going. I don't know if y'all noticed the 40 in the background either.
I love it, dude. Oh, man, we live in a subdivision, man, and I so want to get out of here and get me like 10 fucking acres, a couple of horses, bro. Build me a fallout shelter, a couple of minefields, bunkers.
Let me just stand here a minute, soak it in.
That is a sick freaking truck, bro.
It's nice.
My son,
DJ's seen it.
My son,
I've seen it. Yeah.
He is a huge KW or a W9 fan. Fucking dude. When I take him out on the road with me, every W9 that he saw when we parked, he's like, Dad, you think they'll let me see it? I was like, dude, you're a little kid. No trucker is going to tell you no. Like, dude, he's the climate every W9 they could get into.
I mean, I still got to do a little cleanup in there, but it's full button tuck and everything.
Yeah, dude, that's nice, bro. I like some KWs, man. I do. I like.
Don't we all? Painted W, it ain't shit, man.
Dude,
Hoods are nothing. I mean, plastic trucks just suck.
yeah. I don't know.
Here we go.
I'll catch slack for it, dude. I'll say I love. Oh my fucking gosh.
That's not mine.
Oh my Jesus Lord! What year is
That's
that?
not mine. It's a 1940
for sale.
Man,
it is.
what is
You
that,
want it,
shit?
TJ?
Oh, really?
Chevy?
Yeah, it's for
I
sale.
don't think I have the money right now, but what do you think something like that's worth? A 1940?
No,
At one point it was like 40 grand, and now it's, I don't know, maybe 10.
yeah. People have. It's a misconception. The older the vehicle, the more expensive it is. There are so many variables in it, bro. I can pick up a 40-year-old Rolls Royce right now for like 40 G's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
The parts are unavailable.
Hold on.
Well, what is that? What is that? King Spud, what is that? Is that a Chevy or a Ford? What is that?
The 1940 Ford Tudor. It's got a
Ford
1948
Tudor, yeah.
Ford flathead AB truck motor in it.
Look at that brass radiator, dude. That is sick,
Yeah.
man. Holy shit.
Single barrel carb, puts out about 100 horsepower. Three on the tree.
Hey, that canister under there, is that the old school AC thing over there? That the old
That
school?
silver thing?
Yeah.
No, that is actually called Octagain.
Oh,
And
okay.
Octagain was one of those Popular Mechanics magazine things they sold. What it is, it's 1950s water meth injection.
Oh, okay.
So it's water methanol. So basically, windshield washer fluid. And the idea behind it is it goes into the carburetor and it helps cool the cylinders down and makes more horsepower. The whole kit's not all together, but it's all in here.
So what
hold
you're
on.
saying is your car has a meth problem.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. The girlfriend's grandfather built this, restored it. It's not all original, but oh wait, this door's locked. Hold on. Let me break in here.
I'm a car fanatic. My dad got rid of a few years ago. He had a 34 Buick. His best friend has like a 1917 something or other, man. I fucking love cars, bro. My neighbor down the street that he just moved, he built a 1985 Celine Mustang in his garage, tore the whole thing down to the chassis, and literally rebuilt the whole thing in his garage right down the street. Fucking absolutely crazy.
Damn.
Wow.
Dude, that's freaking, man. I'm jealous of you, bro. God, actually, no.
It runs.
I'm jealous of Darty. I haven't seen his garage.
Yeah.
TJ's garage is probably better.
No, I don't
He's
have
got a
much for
Corvette.
cars, man.
Really?
I sold my Corvette a while ago. So
did you?
I used to have 2 Corvettes, and I got rid of both of them because I was trying to level up to like a Lambo or a Ferrari or something, and then I never. Yeah, so I sold the Corvettes to go get something else, and then we started losing money, and I'm like, well, shit, and I never got back to buying one. So I'm just stuck with no cars. I never should have sold the Vets because, at least I'd have them in the garage.
Bro,
right.
As much as I love Ferraris, I would never, ever, ever buy one. They're like the most beautiful cars ever. Well, not the new ones. The new ones fucking suck. Once you get to around 2010, they all look like crap. But I would never buy one because, dude, like I think I looked up what an oil change on one of those are, and it's like $5,000. I'm like, holy! If I can do that in my driveway, I don't want it.
See, the trick with those is you buy them, you put 50 miles on them over 3 years. You don't change the oil, and you sell it for more than you bought it for.
What?
That's how you do it.
Cars are made to be driven. You could give me right now a 1965 Ferrari Daytona, which is my dream car. I tell you,
drive it.
I would burn the fucking rubber off that every single day until it broke. dude. Like, what is the point? Trailer queens, fuck that, dude.
Agreed.
No, man. Heck no, dude. What kind of vets did you have, Darting? Were they old or newer? Like what series did you have? C4s, 5s, 6s?
So I had a 2003 50th anniversary coupe. It was only a Stingray, but the guy that I bought it from, he put I can't remember what kind of supercharger, the ones that come out of Oxnard, California. And so it was so fast, but it was like it didn't handle very well. So I was like, I don't want this. It's just there's too much power for the handling ability. So I'm like, I don't want this one. I want a newer one. So in 2015, I bought a 2015 Z06 when they first came out, and that one had everything you need. It has a carbon fiber brakes, carbon fiber kit, or ceramic brakes, carbon fiber kit, the whole nine. Yeah, it was 113,000 MSRP
automatic
in 2015. That was the automatic, and they first came out as that 8-speed thing, and it would shift so fast. That's the one they came out with, is like 2.9 seconds in the 0 to 60 or whatever. The 650 horsepower, 650 torque, and it would shift so fast. I mean, I put it on the racetrack, and I did like a track day with it, and I mean, it rips for sure. Those are freaking sick.
I have driven two Corvettes in my life. The first one was my dad had a 1966 Corvette Stingray, pearl white with a red convertible top and white vinyl interior. And before I talk about the second one, he was a fucking idiot because it wasn't worth real money at that time, and he traded it in to get a custom Porsche Boxster. He still to this day he says he's like that's the dumbest decision I ever made. Second one I ever drove, I can't remember what it was. It was my brother's Vet. It was the first year they did the 7-speed standard. Dude, I've never driven a 7-speed. That shit is so weird, but I'll tell you, that car was crazy fucking powerful, dude. Like, I remember he picked me up from the hospital when I got out of the hospital after my accident and tossed me the keys. Dude, I hit that gas and took that shit sideways in the VA parking lot. Like, that thing was fucking crazy, dude. Crazy powerful, man.
Yeah, that's the one I want, the 7, but I'll stick with the 6-speed here in the old pickup. Read that.
That's classic.
Oh my God.
The old bully here.
I got to stop up here, and I got a freaking headache today. So I don't know. I've probably been on this Bluetooth headset too long or something. So I'm gonna fucking bounce, y'all. Coming up.
All right, bro. Hey, I'll catch you later, man. You're welcome anytime you want, dude. And I'll see you on X and shit, man. I listen to y'all all the time, man. That little thing y'all did last night, dude. I listen all the time, bro.
That was nuts, dude. That shit was nuts. That was 8 hours of spaces.
That's every day.
Yeah,
I love it,
but
bro.
yeah. So can you text me that login for that app, man? He put it in the chat. I guess can I screenshot it maybe?
No. Hey, I don't know if you can, bro. Do you want us to DM you on X? Because I don't have your number. I don't think Hunter does either. Okay.
Yeah, we can get your number.
I just do all my. I'd rather DM on X. It's easier. I mean, I'm not afraid to give you my number, but it's just I don't like checking both. I'd rather just check X.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Like, watch this right now.
Boom.
Right now,
He done frozen.
Right now,
Magic Man.
yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, we'll catch him on X, but
yeah, fuck yeah, dude. How them ribs going, bro? Why don't you show us them ribs, man?
Well, I can show them to you, but they're in butcher paper.
Well, I just want to see that smoker, bro.
You didn't see that picture I posted earlier?
No, I didn't, dude. I didn't know you could put them in butcher paper on a smoker.
What? Yeah. Oh yeah.
I didn't know that, bro.
That's what it's for.
I haven't got a smoker yet, man. Like we've been propane people, but like I don't know. I want to get into smoking and shit, dude. And hey, anyway, Darting, we'll DM you on X, bro, and you give me your number and give Hunter your number, and we'll get you set up with everything with LaneRunner and all that stuff.
Okay, cool, man. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. We'll talk to you later.
Absolutely, brother. Drive safe, man.
All right, see ya.
All right, deuces. Anyways, Bud, we have a propane thing, man. We've been, I don't know, I just been wanting to smoke, but I think I really feel like I want to get a vertical smoker, and that's kind of like my holdback is I don't know if I want a big one or what, but I've heard some people say that vertical smokers can be like the way to fucking go. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
I've seen people make them Johns out of some old filing
50-gallon
cabinets.
drums. Yep. Oh
Yeah,
no,
I mean,
Filing
not-
cabinets, man.
I'm not any professional or anything. I've been doing this for a year. But like just get on YouTube and look at videos, and if you want to do a Central Texas style, offset is the only way to go. You know, it produces a different flavor. I don't know about vertical smokers. I know places use them, right? Like a lot of places, big places, good places use them. And I know they have their place. I know I grew up in PA, you know, and they all use them for like bologna and sausage and all that kind of stuff. But I'll be honest, like this is my setup. This is not the final form of smoker. I want to build my own, probably out of an old air compressor tank I have access to, and just make it. You know, I have some ideas in my head. You know, like locomotive kind of ideas.
What you do is
the more I talk to y'all fools from Texas, the more I need to get down there, man. I'm in the wrong T state, obviously, man.
You need to get an old fuel tank, Spud. That's what you should make a smoker out of, bro. How sick would that shit be, dude?
Dude, I've seen them. I don't know where they're from. There's a guy that has, and I'm sure there's multiples, one of those old vac trailers from the oil field as a smoker.
Dude,
the whole thing.
We know someone who knows him. If it's the person I'm thinking of, it's the guy who does the Dallas Cowboy shit. I think
Probably.
Yeah, dude.
Meat Church. He's done
That's a hell of a
some.
name, Meat Church.
I don't think he has one of those. I know he doesn't have one of those.
This guy, he's got it. I don't know if that's but honestly, now think about it. It looks like an old fucking oil field vac trailer, and he literally he tows it behind a fucking big old Dodge or whatever. But he does the barbecues for the Dallas Cowboys, and I think he's something important to them or whatever, and he owns a fucking trucking company. So yeah, dude, that shit's cool, bro. He said Spud said he's just gonna roll around the country to truck stops with smoked meat.
You talking about these cats right here? This thing?
Yeah, that's who I know. He's done some stuff for the Cowboys, but that's not the one I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of like semi-trailer size.
I'll find this.
Trailer. Yeah, I know. Like 1,000 gallons, pretty normal. Yeah, like that. That is just insane.
Right here, holy shit! He's even got the state of Texas right there on the back. That is.
I think that's him. I think that's him right there, bro. Tony. Damn it, dude. I don't know. Someone we know, Hunter. Someone we know, like knows this guy. He's he's like friends with Jerry Jones or some shit, but he does. He has a trailer just like this, dude, and it's this massive fucking smoker, and he does like Dallas Cowboy events and all this other crazy shit. It's fucking nuts, man.
Damn, that's a dream right there. If I was a driver,
I know that's fucking right, dude. I know that's right.
Hang up the hat and just go sling meat. But the meat churches.
If you want to get banned from this fucking show, you keep running your mouth about Texas.
All right. Hey, Jason, no, man, I appreciate you saying that. Bring me back down to earth. All right. I'd be sad if I left Tennessee.
Hey, let me tell you something. You know, one of the things the thing that we hated most when we were stationed at Fort Campbell is in Tennessee, there's no such thing as beef barbecue. Dude, even at
there is, bro.
But when I was there, every place you called, it was all fucking pork or chicken.
We're on a military base, man.
No,
I gotta get down here to Nashville proper, or go out to Memphis.
I don't know. I think Tennessee's got good barbecue, but I mean, I don't know.
I ain't trying to compete with it at all, dude. I know Texas and Kansas City, y'all got y'all's own thing going on.
I think
we'll stick with our hot chicken, which I still don't know what that is, but
I think it was Spud that posted this map the other day of like the best the best barbecue, and it had like a key to it, and all the rest of the country was like red, and then Texas was the shit was so great, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
That post went wild.
Dude, it did.
The comments.
It got a ton of fucking comments and stuff, dude. It
Oh, I know.
I
did
thought,
you
just
post that,
replied.
Spud?
Huh?
Did you post that?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, dude, you cracked me up on X, bro. Like, I'm always in there, like, giving you some love on that shit. I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, it was good. No, people.
Hey, bro, someone else copied your shit. Like, it didn't repost your stuff, but they used the same map and did it today. I just saw that earlier.
Who cares?
I know.
As long as we're all having fun.
They're like, oh, Spud, got some love. Let me.
Hey, man, so I gotta ask you something, Spud. What is Old Goose Burger? Where's that from?
I may or may not have been on Twitter more than once. Multiple times.
Yeah.
Many times. It's a conglomeration of old names. So, yeah.
Yeah, Twitter used to be the Wild West back in the day, and now it's kind of calmed down a little bit. But
yeah, don't be talking about transmissions now. That'll get you banned. I'm not.
I heard
you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean. You are something fucking else, man. Oh my Jesus.
You fit right in using them old creative nomenclatures.
Yeah. Oh, and don't offend the plastic truck guys. They don't like it much.
Oh, right. I didn't get the chance to say this, but I was going to say it earlier. I love hooded trucks, but man, I catch so much hate for this. I love me some fucking Volvos, bro. I love me some Volvos, dude. They are some. It's not the looks.
We can't be friends.
You're about to get tore apart on next, Pedro.
Right, bro. Hey, the second favorite truck that I ever actually. I've driven a long nose. The second truck I ever drove was a 2007 Pete 379. It was actually the best learning tool that I ever had as a driver, because those stacks and shit and the length of the hood and everything, dude, it really teaches you how to maneuver a vehicle. And but that I had a Pete 379, but my second favorite truck was a 2011 Pete 387 that was a custom order from an owner operator at US Express. Dude, that shit was full leather, had like a Bose stereo system with a subwoofer. Dude, hey, 72 miles an hour in that thing. Oh my God.
Oh, that's it.
I loved that truck, bro. Oh, that thing was so, and I know everyone hated that when they called it the Bubble Nose Pete, but I love that fucking truck, dude.
Dogs.
So I'm gonna ask a dumb broker question real quick. Is a hood just like a plastic truck, essentially?
No.
No?
No.
What are y'all talking about a hood?
Like the truck that was behind me here a minute ago, long hood.
Long nose.
So a W9, a 389, a 379, the old FLD classics, the longer hood ones. And here's my definition of it. Like, if you're going to be a hood driver, that means you're competent. You're going to make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes, but you're not a freaking idiot. You know, you're not out here in your flip flops and sweatpants running around like you own the place. You know, there's no holes cut in your floor. You know, you're a professional. You give a shit, right? You know, like I'm serious. Like I'm not the guy that when I pull up to get fuel, I throw my fuel in, and then I'm walking around cleaning all my lights, wiping the truck down. I'm not that guy. Those guys are awesome. That's not me. I'm not asking you to be that, but you know, walk around your truck, make sure your stuff's together. Don't be driving down the road with one tire blown out and missing a mud flap and 3 lights out, and you know, just not caring. Throwing your Pringles can out the side door, you know, like what? Just give a shit, you know, and that's the difference in what we have now become the hood versus plastic war on Twitter.
Okay.
Um,
'Cause I've been seeing videos all over the place, and I'm like, I'm just seeing trucks here. What the fuck are these guys talking about? So thank you, Spud, for that information. Like,
Good.
I'm trying to practice up before I get tore up here at Matt's. And dude, are you going to the Texas trucking? The Texas trucking. Or
June.
yeah,
when's that? When and where?
end of June. It's in Houston.
If somebody reminds me, I'll try.
It's free, dude. We literally signed up live time.
Dude, if not,
I always forget.
it is June 29th through the 30th. Hold on, bro. I'm about to look up exactly what days. It is June 29th through the 30th, which is a Saturday and a Sunday. So, dude, even if you don't make it, Spud, we're going. And if you're at the crib, dude, we can dart over there to you and like chill out, do some barbecue, fucking, tour the truck and all that stuff. But we'll
if I'm home.
Yeah, when we get off here, we'll send you the link, dude. You can sign up for a free ticket, bro. And in case you already have it and everything.
I always forget about it. I'm like, oh yeah, that's this weekend, because it's not very publicized, I mean, it's always that way. It's like guilty by association. It's like, oh yeah, that's next weekend.
I don't know if you can see that comment, Spud, but JB said every truck has a hole in the floor, talking about the shifter. Hey, Hunter, if you don't know what he means by a hole in the floor,
dude, yeah,
go ask a truck mechanic.
Man, no, dude. One of my first customers, or actually my very first customer, he used to be a driver and he worked for all kinds of places, but he would tell me that he would hop in drivers' trucks, and I might be wrong here, but this one dude had a fucking hole drilled through the floor where he'd like piss and shit through. He had a funnel system and everything, and it was gross, man. But dude, I'm telling you, man, I follow a bunch of these driver pages on like Instagram and X, dude. I don't know if you saw this video, Spud, but it was this guy parked on the side of the interstate looking at a fresh turd with a bunch of toilet paper around, and he's like, man, these drivers are gross as shit out here. What the hell y'all thinking? And everybody's like, dude, that thing is
the least they could do is put it in a Pringles can.
Bro, and the ones that originated that shit are it may suck to say, but it was the fucking flip-flop foreigners, dude. They would put, dude, I don't even know how this is legal. I really fucking don't, but it is. You would have 3 or 4 fucking men
I've seen 7
in a fucking truck, Hunter. I swear to God, I'm not lying at all. Bud, you see him. They would do the truck never stop, bro. They would shit and piss. That's what it is, through the fucking floor, so that they didn't have to pull over or anything. Ticket money. Yep. Hey, Chris, you want to come on? Let us know, bro. I'll fucking drop you a link, homie. Chris is another driver.
He was one of our first guests, man.
He was one of our first fucking
That's back when we were looking like idiots out here, but it was fun.
Fucking morons, bro. hey, Ryan went back. All right, hold on, Chris. I'm about to drop you a link. Ryan went back and watched our very first show, and him and I were talking yesterday, and he was cracking up. And I was telling him, I was like, dude, I said, that one show and that one splurt of 15 minutes let me know that I could never do a podcast by my fucking self, because it was
dude. I'm telling you, I was watching it, man. That's when like it really sunk in. I was like when I first moved into my apartment here, and I was just laying on my couch watching the cast, and I was like, dude. I mean, dude, I commemorate you for it. I'll never forget that shit. I'll never forget. I woke up in a cold sweat, like fuck. We had just spent 2 weeks straight planning all of this. This is our first show, and I'm 15 minutes late.
That shit fucking sucked, bro. Oh my
memorable.
God. Dude, it was Hunter and I went back after we gained 1,000 followers, and we're like looking at all of our shows and shit just to like make fun of each other. And dude, like it was like our first few shows were so fucking horrible.
We didn't know what we were doing. We were just hitting record and throwing shit at the wall.
Hey, you got to start somewhere, right?
Hell yeah, man.
But
we've made some strides.
We are doing awesome now, man. The only thing we're focused on now, bro, is our X and our YouTube. So like, cause dude, we're like almost 1,100 followers on LinkedIn, which I want to say to us, that's a big deal. Cause Hunter and I have looked up Fortune 500 companies who, Hunter, you pull them on.
I'm adding them on stage,
I'm
bro.
not doing it. Dude, like there's Fortune 500 companies that don't have the following we do. So I say that to you because you're big on X, bro. So man, when you're on there, dude, like pump us up, bro.
Oh yeah.
We're all
Thinking money.
about-
Are you wearing a bull snot hat?
I am.
Oh
No shit.
bro.
We're about to have
We're
him
having
on
him
in a couple
on.
weeks.
Yeah, he's going to be on. Van Brown, the owner of Bull Snot's going to be on the show at the end of February, bro. And we're going to do an interview with him at Matt's.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Matt's is gonna be the pinnacle.
Van
Dude.
Brown's
That's
coolest dude ever, man. We had a blast
Small
at
world.
Matt's last year. He even signed this little special tag for one of the guy's trucks, and we went and stuck it on the guy's truck at Matt's last year. It was awesome.
Are you going this year?
Planning on it. Money might be an issue. I might have been going down the road. See, what happened was I was down there in Georgia, out there by Benning, right? State Route 26, in between Buena Vista, Georgia, and Columbus. And
Right
one
there, Harris
minute
County.
one minute I was looking at the scenery from the road, and the next minute I was looking at the road from the scenery. Bambi
That's
came
not
out
good.
and fucked up my night, bro.
Damn, dude. I mean, you're okay though?
Physically, I think I'm okay. I'm still a little sore in the right shoulder and neck. Kind of, it feels like a whip injury, muscle sore. And then I think I bruised up my left arm pretty good. I think it cracked against the armrest on the door pretty good.
Oh, damn, bro. What
When did that happen?
The 25th?
Oh, damn.
Shit, dude. Well, you're looking all right for what,
You-
7 days down the road?
Let that be a lesson to everybody. Do not watch porn while you're driving.
I must have been thinking about sausage because Bambi shot right across.
Hey, come on, man. Every driver knows you fucking hit it.
I hit him. I hit him. The problem is I was just coming out of a 45 zone. I was increasing my speed up to the 55. When I hit him, I was right around 52. I saw him. I let off of the fuel, and the road was wet going into a little dip up at Valley. And when I hit him on the right corner of my fender, dude, that was it.
So my question is did you let that deer meat go to waste?
Sheriff happened to be like right there, and he wasn't having it.
Ticket money said, hey, I could bring this back to the hotel I'm about to stay in, and we can gut this thing in the bathroom.
Hell yeah.
In the sink, like that one dude.
Oh, dude, the sink guy is something
Listen,
else.
I had a hopper trailer, and it was empty. So, I even tried to grab my Johnny bar and drag out straight again, right? Once I was going, and because I had no weight in that thing, 6,800 pounds on the tandem, there's no weight to an empty hopper. So it didn't do me a damn bit of good to grab my Johnny bar, but I tried. And, I mean, I got bows up there and a tarp. Like nobody would have seen. We could have just hang that bad boy from the inside of the hopper, right?
So how's your truck doing, bro? Is it a loss or what?
The mechanic thinks it's probably going to be a loss. The trailer's definitely going to be a loss, but I'm waiting on insurance to do their evaluations and this and that and the other thing. So we'll see.
I just really hope you don't have Progressive.
Yeah.
Nope.
Really.
I do not.
Or Lloyd's of London.
The only flow I got a problem with is the end of the month with the old lady, man.
Oh my fucking God.
Family friendly here, right? Family friendly.
I don't know, man. It's the parental advisory right here.
Yeah. Hey, when we post all our stuff to YouTube, it asks you, "Is this kid friendly?" And we're always like, "No."
Yeah, we ain't trying to play any games around here.
Warning.
Yeah, put that child lock on double tight.
Oh man, that's good shit.
Yeah,
Or
man.
let your
It
kids
was-
watch. I feel like kids need to see stuff like this. You know, if you want to be a truck driver, this is how it's going to be.
Hell yeah, you're fucking right.
Yeah. Because
Fuck, it's real world
if they're
shit.
not watching stuff like that, that's bull snot.
That's a plug.
So hey, what else is new? Ticket, man. Like how's life been going? We ain't talked in a while, man. Everything besides this issue, things been okay.
Yeah, everything's good, man. I quit smoking January 2nd, switched to this little thingy here.
Oh
And
boy.
I know, right? Facts. And got back in the gym after 12 years.
I saw that, dude. I saw that, bro. You were posting every day, going to the gym and shit, man. I saw that.
Yeah, I haven't really posted it, but I've still been going. Did a max day with a buddy of mine. We met up on the road and did max day. And after 12 years of not being in the gym and over 40, and trucker's bod, right? I still deadlifted 285.
285 ounces is not that much.
Shut up.
Dude, for deadlift, man?
I'm over 40, bro. I got
Look,
ran over on a motorcycle 12 years ago, okay? I felt like I did pretty darn good.
Dude, you cannot count your 12-ounce beer lifts every time.
Dude, if I'm still counting that much weight after that many beers, I'm solid, all right?
Oh my god. Oh, it's fucking crazy, man. Oh, dude, that's nuts, man. Oh,
But yeah, it's going good. It's going good.
that's good, man.
King Spud, I don't think we met. What do you do?
Things and stuff.
Things and stuff? What about stuff
Things and stuff. I do that sometimes too. Oh, geez. Here comes Dad.
Oh, bro, I like him. We haven't had a chance to talk to him. Hey, Dad of two, if you want to jump on, let us know, bro. We'll shoot you a link. You can hop in the lounge. Just
He
comment.
needs to get on here.
Huh?
He needs to get on here.
Dude, I've never talked to him. I only follow his content. He cracks me the fuck up with the shit that he posts, bro.
He met me in the back of a truck stop one time in Maine. Good time.
Spud, hey, you keep that story to your fucking self, okay?
Hey, man, like, I thought we were family friendly here. I thought I was bad, but here we are.
No, hey, Spud, you want to tell him what you really do, brother?
I'm a reefer driver at the moment. That's what we've been doing. I might try and branch back out to like step deck or something just to get my back in shape after back surgery here. But yeah, I'm a driver. Have a truck, stuff,
Well,
thing.
I mean, hey, reefer's not bad. I don't know how the market is, but
Not great.
no, flatbed I don't think is great either. But I hear deadlift is good for the back, much like bench press is good for a boob job.
Spud ain't doing nothing to have to do with no back. Spud, I don't know if you can see JB's comments. He said,
Yeah.
You
I've done that. I've done many trannies in my life. I did the one in this truck right here. 450 pounds, man. It's a big old girl. I can't get on the ground right now, or I'd show you the paint job. It's a red, white, and blue flag.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll have to. I don't know if I can dig some pictures up. I'll dig some up from Facebook later and post them.
On the training, that's where it's at?
Yeah. When I had it built, I bought the truck with a blown trans from a buddy of mine. I actually used to drive this when I worked at Simplot, and they blew it up. Then he had some guy in Houston go through the trans, and he really screwed it up. So I had an actual professional builder go through it. It's got a billet input shaft, and it's 1,000+ horsepower rated now. And I had him paint it
No way.
American flag. Oh yeah, yeah.
What?
Yeah, dual disc clutch
Wow.
in it, but it's stock otherwise. So it's ready. The tranny is ready to go. It won't get blown.
JB gets it.
JB gets it. He does. JB is our people, man. That's
Welcome to the
hey,
transmission shop, bud.
I'm not a diesel guy, bro, but like my youngest son, Aiden, he's big into diesels, and he's like, Dad, you got to get a diesel. He's like, if you want horsepower, you need a diesel. And I'm like, dude, like that's all great, but if I can't fix it, I don't want to buy it. But I will say, dude, that one of the coolest fucking like pickup trucks that I've ever seen is a friend of mine, Chad, used to have a Dodge 3500 dually. Dude, the tires on it alone were $15,000. And bro, that thing had like 850 fucking horsepower. It was crazy, fucking crazy fast.
Here's what
Yeah,
you
this
do,
one is
man.
not.
If you want to show us that transmission there that you got, tie a rope or a string onto your phone and then slide your phone under.
No. $1,200 phone versus $4,200 transmission.
Dude, I know that's fucking right. If you ask me to do that shit, I'm like, fuck you, man. I just got a brand new phone. I'm not doing that. You know,
Look,
the
man,
stuff-
slide it under with a piece of cardboard. You know, push it with a stick.
Oh, then I have to get up.
I gotta get up. Oh man, I love it. Hey,
I got my walking in for the hour.
what are you drinking in your cup, bro? You just drinking like regular stuff, or you drinking?
I'm a 12-year-old. That is apple juice.
Fuck yeah, bro.
White. Yeah,
Me
apple
too.
juice, man. Hell yeah.
Tequila.
Me too. See, apple juice.
That's a little dark. You might want to drink a little more.
Oh,
dude,
God.
two jokes in one.
Hold on. I'll make sure you know I'm well hydrated.
I'm well hydrated.
You probably can't see that. It's getting dark.
Man, bro, I am so jealous that you have that fucking land out there. Oh my God, I'm
Oh,
so
it's
fucking
nice.
jealous, dude. Oh my God, Dr. Pepper. That's what you're drinking. Dr. Pepper with what, Kelly? Dr. Pepper.
We don't
with
drink
what?
on this show.
Yeah, we don't.
Water
we don't
or
drink
apple juice
at all.
only.
None.
And warm
I mean,
milk to
apple
end the
juice
night.
only. Yeah, dude. We are going to have to do a sponsor. It's like a sponsor clip that says "sponsored by apple juice."
And you all think I'm joking. I'm really not. That's 100% apple juice I bought this morning.
Dude, apple juice rocks.
It does.
Spirit trucker.
You got to get away from the soda and the milk once in a while, you know?
Oh my
Or
God.
the coffee and the tea.
Nothing beats a gallon jug in the middle of the night. Just
Look at Kelly.
Yeah.
Kelly said.
Dr.
Pepper and Klonopin.
I don't even know what that is.
Kelly's
It's a
thoughts and
mood
views do
stabilizer.
not support those that of the Logistics Lounge. Heads up. But Kelly, I'm glad you're having a great time.
Oh my
You
God.
guys seen those TikToks where they do the wipe it good? You haven't ever seen that stupid trend?
Nuh-uh.
I'm gonna do that with bull snot in my truck right before it gets fixed.
You know what trend? You know what trend that I want someone to fucking explain to me is this whole throw in Slurpees at shit stuff. Like, I'm sorry, if you throw a Slurpee at my fucking washed ass car,
That's hands on site.
I'm gonna throat punch your fucking ass. Like, dude, what is it do with that?
Hypothetically.
My
No.
lawyer has advised me not to comment on this question.
Yeah. No, seriously, I was
Exactly, Rob. Hypothetically, just throw it up there. We know what you mean.
hypothetically, yes. Hypothetically, I would do that. Yes. I mean, for real, does anyone know what the point of that is? I'm serious. Like, I just want to understand it. I don't get it.
It's
I don't know.
like
I
licking.
just seen that one video of that truck driving Barbie, whatever her name is. I think Dooner put her on the map, and she just like went in there all do, and then just like rocked someone's world and just dipped out. That's so dumb.
I hope it was staged because that
it had to have been, man. I mean,
you don't want to see the front bumper on this pickup. I will run you down.
Hypothetically.
Well, she was in a truck, dude. She was in a truck.
She was.
She threw it on some 4-wheeler.
Yeah, she threw it on someone else's stuff. Like, it had to have been staged because I don't know.
You know what trend that is funny, and I've only seen it once, but I've been seeing a lot about drivers deciding to take their break in the fuel islands or the fuel docks, whatever the fuck y'all call them. And this one dude went over there with a handful of dog shit and rubbed it all on Buddy's fucking handle. Dude, this guy, dude, that should be a trend.
In his defense, that son of a bitch was parked in the fucking fuel island. So
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like that's
probably went in to take a shower and wash his fucking feet, man.
Yes.
I'm gonna get canceled here, but nowadays that you can fuel on duty and it counts towards your 30-minute break, get your fuel, move up, go and do your stuff. The other guy's going to take 15 minutes. You've got another 15 minutes. If there's a guy behind you that needs to move, you get the fuck out of the way. But during the day, at night, everybody does it. Everybody should do it because that one spot left, somebody needs that spot, you know. In the night, nobody should get it that mad about it as long as it's 30 minutes, not go in and take a goddamn shower. That's ridiculous.
I used to, man, I had, when I fueled, I fueled every single morning, and I got up every day at like 4 a.m. and there was no one in the fuel line, but I would fuel and do my pre-trip at the same time. I don't know if that's still legal anymore, but it used to be. You could fuel and do your pre-trip at the same time. Here's a hint to all you people of how you run ELDs. Shit like this saves you fucking time. But I used to fuel every morning, man, like 4 a.m. and stuff, dude. And I never had an issue, but I used to hate when drivers did that shit. It's like, dude, how unprofessional and inconsiderate are you? Well, I used to, every time I go into the truck stop and page them. Like, that's it. Like, I want everyone to know that you're a fucking idiot. You know what I mean?
I bet they wear their shower flip-flops all the time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Stinky motherfuckers.
Man, I tell you, ELD now, some of those ELDs actually kick on as soon as your wheel starts to move, and it'll kick you on to drive. But there's still some that give you, like, 2 mile an hour or something like that. You can go from your parking spot to the fuel island on the ELD crawl and you'll be fine. Me, I'm still on paper logs. Fuck y'all. I'm out. I go in, fuel, and go park wherever the fuck I want.
How are you getting away with that? I thought ELDs were like mandatory.
They are. For anything with a 2000 and older motor, or 2000 and newer motor, you have to have an ELD. But see, I buy a 99 and older.
That's why if you go right now to buy a truck, everyone's talking about these new trucks, how much they are. Go try to fucking buy your ass a 2000 or older truck. Yeah, see how much those fucking dude. You absolute pieces of shit. $30,000, all because you don't have to run an ELD. And honestly, that shit is gold, man. Not having to run an ELD.
Yeah.
I'll say,
hey, I don't know if you saw, man, but Indy posted a video today talking about speed limiters coming on trucks. So think about that, like trying to get away with paper logs and not being governed down, dude.
Oh yeah, my busted ass truck is gonna go from fucking $10 truck to fucking $100,000 truck real quick. Watch this,
dude. Even if your truck is wrecked, just keep that shit, dude. Just keep it, because somebody will buy it and just rebuild it out just to have that VIN number. You sitting on gold, man, brother.
Someone will buy your truck and put like a 2020 engine in it.
Yeah, you're about to see a whole new era of resto mod 18-wheelers, man.
Hey, we need to figure that out. Is there a retro mod exemption for trucks? Hey, I've got a 1989 fucking truck. It just so happens to have a 2024 engine in it.
There's nothing wrong with that. You can update the newer motor. It's questionable when you go backwards. That's where stuff like if I were to put a 97 3406 in my truck, somebody might question that.
Okay, well, that's a
Might.
glider kit. If you can actually prove, like with an ECM printout, that it's a 97 motor in that truck, you can get away with paper log. But
If
if
it
you
was
got a 1987 model freaking truck and you go put a 2024 in there with all the def and all that shit, or even if it's deleted, you still have to run an ELD because it's the year of the motor, not the truck.
I know someone, I know someone right now that can make that a 1998 motor. Bet you're at. I'll do a readout.
Oh, yeah,
Rob,
you
that's
do a
another
readout,
venture for us to get
315
into,
and
brother. We'll start bootlegging some trucks around here. You want to go back to paper logs like that? Yeah.
see, I have a friend, and the truck he was running when ELDs came out was an 07, and a cat motor in it, obviously. And what they did was it was already single turboed, but they put the old valve covers on it, to make it look like it was a. But see, here's the thing: the DOT smarter than that, and they know they're going to look for the number on the block, right? And they know where the numbers are supposed to be for certain years. And when they find that number, they're going to tell you, wait a minute, no, this block is too new. This isn't it, And it's like putting an old motor in my truck. My truck came with a 2020 Cummins in it, whereas now it's got a 98, 6TS in it. And well, is that legal? It's a bit of a gray area. Is it a glider kit? Not technically. I don't know. I'm not the legal expert on this, but I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to do it and then see what happens. Or I'll just put the Edison conversion kit in it when it's time for a new motor. One of the two. I don't know yet.
Yeah, do the Edison conversion. And for the love of God, anybody who is watching this, for the love of God, do not go and get a glider kit done by Fitzgerald. Please don't.
Heard it here first.
Don't
Do
do
not
it.
go to Fitz. Who's Fitzgerald?
Fitzgerald's does a lot of glider kits, but there's a lot. I got a buddy of mine bought a newer model truck with a glider kit in it, and it was Fitzgerald's model. He has put more money into that motor, tearing it down and redoing freaking bearings and rods and mains and everything else on that Detroit 60 than anything else that could have gone wrong with that truck.
Hey, Ticket, hey, because we got a variety of people that watch this show. Can you or Spud, either one of you that wants to, can y'all give us a synopsis of what a glider kit is?
I'm sorry.
A glider kit. Words. I know you're truck drivers. What is a glider kit? No, I'm joking.
Brand new truck from the factory with no engine, no transmission, and no rear end. And then you provide that stuff, and it can't be brand new. So old engine, old transmission, old rear ends, they can be rebuilt, but you redo the powertrain. That's the basis of a glider kit. I don't even know if they can build them anymore because I know all the emissions laws have changed, and it's an absolute cluster. If I had $125,000, I know exactly what truck I'd buy, and I know exactly where it's sitting. And it's a 1978 A model with a 3408 in it. And
whoa, no shit.
Yeah, it's a clean truck too. Unless anybody wants a Volvo, I know he's got a Volvo sitting there for sale with 800 miles on it, and it's a 2000 model.
See, I thought I'd fuck with people, right? If everything goes wrong, right, and then I have to salvage things out, I figure I can get a Volvo WIA and throw an E-model cat into it and call her a day.
Well, whatever you do, keep the engine, the transmission, the good parts, and just hold on to them, You never know
Oh,
when that
yeah.
might be handy.
Well, and it depends on salvage cost and all that. You know, I have a
What
number
engine's
in
in it?
mind, and I don't think that I'm going to get away with that number.
What engine's in
If I
it?
do. 5EK Series E model.
Is it the older or the newer 5EK?
It's a 96 5EK.
So it's like post breaking crank 5EK.
Yeah. And it has a rebuild on it that's only 2 years old and only got like 210,000
That
miles on it.
from what I've been seeing, that's an $18,000 to $20,000 motor all day long right now, and they're going
Yeah.
up. They're going up.
Ticket said he is headed to the junkyard right now with his fucking socket set.
My buddy up the road here has. Last time I was up at his place, he's got 9 cat motors sitting in his shop, just waiting for a truck to go in. Some are 3406s, some are C15s. I think he picked up 3 different factory 625 motors here recently for next to nothing. And they're just gonna sit in the shop till he's got something to put them in.
Right.
Hey, Ticket, is this what you're talking about right here?
That's it.
That's
Yeah,
it.
$9,500 right there up in Springville, Pennsylvania.
Looks like
Yeah.
it's got a little more than 185,000 miles on it, though.
Yeah, it's looking a little rough, no doubt.
Yeah, are they trying to say that's 185K with a rebuild? Because I want to see the
Oh.
paperwork on that shit.
Well, it's saying
I have paperwork
5,500 hours
from
on
Cat.
it.
Oof.
Oh, they're out there.
She's a little greasy looking.
Yeah. I get
Yeah.
it through the sandblaster, just a little breakdown, build back.
Yeah, I have paperwork on my rebuild, so I can at least prove what I'm talking about.
Lost the receipts. You know, little spray can action there for Craigslist rebuild.
Oh no!
If you know
I
where that's
definitely
from,
paid
we
for
can be
my
friends.
yellow fucking paint.
That shit's expensive.
Fuck yeah, it was. I could only imagine post-COVID prices.
You can buy it at Tractor Supply, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn.
it's like $10 a can, you know, or $60 a gallon.
There
Not
you go.
quite the right color, but it's close.
You know what? The fact that you know that, Spud.
Where do you think I got the paint for this? I'm not even joking. That is Oliver Green paint, tractor paint from Tractor Supply. You know what I put that on there with?
A spray
Say,
what?
I put it on there with a Wagner fence painter, like spray painter gun I picked up at Walmart for like $100.
What?
Yeah,
oh, shit.
I primed it and everything.
Dude, that's nuts, man.
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing the whole truck in black though, or
So
something.
you're doing paint jobs, is what you're telling me?
Yeah,
I'll
we
just bring
do a paint job. My buddy I was
Yeah,
telling with the cats, we used to do when I worked with him. His dad had like 12 trucks, and we would just pull in the summertime. We pull them apart and paint them. I mean, like every nut and bolt apart, cab off, sleeper off, and then sand them, fix any body work, and then spray them, and then put them all back together. You know, do any mechanical work while it's apart, and just fix them up. So we have nice trucks for harvest.
You know how fucking funny it would be if Spud did a video of him like painting some truck parts and shit with a Wagner fence sprayer.
I got pictures of when I did this. It was actually it came out pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, oh, I don't have an air compressor, so you know.
Oh, that shit would be. Hey, dude. Hey, I love
Work with what you got.
Yeah,
I got me a paint sprayer. I'll tell you what, those motherfuckers are some versatile things, man. You wouldn't believe the stuff you could use a sprayer for, man. Like I'm telling you, I've done
oh yeah,
painted my house, fences, and all kinds of shit, man.
trucks.
Yeah, dude. Dude, there is a guy. There's a guy who lives in my neighborhood down the street, and I know 1,000% this guy is running an illegal body shop out of his fucking garage. But dude, he buys cars and repaints them, and and he uses a house paint sprayer. The funny thing about it is that my son and I joke about, dude, you could get a car where the entire rear end is crushed in, and he'll just paint it. Just paint it.
That's what we call lipstick in the pig right there.
Bro, hey, I will say he does have this one color he does on these cars. It's this candy. It's like a candy maroon, like they did on the Monte Carlos in the 80s. Bro, dude, he does that shit on a lot of cool ass vehicles. But yeah, he uses a house paint sprayer, man, to paint people's cars. But
I can't say anything because I did it on this. I'm thinking about doing the cab and the hood and stuff because it's all sun faded and stuff. You know, typical work truck white. But I could just go from a buddy's place and paint. He's got a paint booth now at his shop. He's finishing up with the fans and all the fancy crap. You know, but I mean, so what? For a shit box, you know, like who cares? I mean, you should have seen this when I bought it. There were holes above the wheels like hell, you know. Is that me breaking up or is that somebody else?
I don't know. Trying to figure that out. It might have been you.
I don't know.
I don't.
It'd be weird. That guy's over there choking on Bender.
What the fuck did you just say? Taking money. It's been too long, man. Where you been? You got to start coming back on.
For real, bro. Hey,
like, dude, we've been doing this, man. This is turning into a truck driver, like, primarily show after we get done with our fantastic guests and all the professional stuff. But yeah, dude, you got to hook up with old indie trucker JB, King Spud, TJ. We got to get what's his name? Shit, I'll find it real quick. American
Hey,
Taylor.
Are you on X ticket?
Huh?
Are you on X?
Am I on X? What?
Not the fucking pill.
Are you on Twitter? You're on Twitter.
Twitter. Gosh dang it.
No. What the fuck is a Twitter?
I know you ain't.
Oh, that
dumb,
stupid
dude.
little bird thingy.
It's called a twatter. There's a joke behind that. I'll tell you guys later. It's even funnier than you can imagine.
I used to have a Twitter account, but I don't have one anymore that I know of.
You need to make
Yeah, you
one,
got
man.
to. It's the place.
You would love it. You would love it, dude.
Dude, there's this whole side of X that Hunter told me about, and it's called Freight X. Dude, and it's
a movement, man.
It's a movement.
Freight X psyops.
Every
that shit. I'm still getting in with that woman. I'm gonna bring her down, dude. What if we got her on the show?
Oh my God, yes. Yes.
All right, that's a mission.
Hold on a minute.
Huh?
Is Freight X where you guys get together as brokers and talk about how you can screw the carrier again? No.
Hey, spit that word out your mouth, man. Yeah, we're
big circle jerk.
Brokers, but yeah, dude, it's just freight love, really, man. I don't know. Everybody just gets on there and bullshits. Half the time I hop into these little chat rooms, everybody's just yucking it up. I don't know what the hell's going on, but yeah. Even this guy. Dad of two
talking about please advise for Pringles cans.
Oh man. Everybody gets down on the broker. You guys are making 75% of the load. No,
you're
not.
Take it.
Are you going to freight therapy?
You should go.
Tonight? I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably not.
I
don't. Girl came home and said her pickup's all messed up again. It's leaking oil, it's misfiring, and now it's making weird clunky noises when she's turning. So I'm like, oh great.
You gotta love that.
Not even paid for it.
Rob, we need to start doing those little chat rooms during the day, man. We're just sitting here working, just fucking pop one up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think that'll be a good way to drive some
bro,
some new people to the page, man. Because dude, people like Spud and all these cats, man, y'all got like thousands of people out there.
As soon as we hopped in,
coincidentally enough, this dad of two, man, like I think he was in that little room and shit that I was.
Yeah,
in.
dude. Yeah, bro. I told you about him, Rob.
With darting
He's
and
cool as
Spud,
fuck.
bro. Yeah, like dude, I just hopped in there I hopped in there, listened, and I told you I was about to go to bed, and then Shane DM'd me and said, "Bro, hop on in." And dude, it was cool, bro, just hanging out and shit, and fucking darting uphill threw us some love, and dropped the show and shit. So, dude, I love it. He said, "Tell him it's mostly porn."
There are a lot of prostitutes out there, man. You'll get a bunch of followers. That's what's happened to my page. It'd be like following 3,000 people, got 5 followers, and I'm like, damn, you look good, girl. I wish you were real.
it's Pringles porn. If you're wondering.
Yeah.
Oh man!
And if you don't get the joke, you have to be in the spaces.
Where am I supposed to go there, Pedro?
To Twitter, to X, man, and just fucking, I'm telling you, just get on there.
Download the app and go find us at Logistics Lounge.
Dude,
and we'll get you set up.
And just go through our followers. We don't have a ton yet, but like Spud is on there.
Yeah, just go follow our followers, really.
Yeah, JB I think follows us. Dad of two, dude. Everybody that follows us, just go follow them, bro. I think at this point they're all primarily fucking drivers, dude.
A good bit of y'all out there.
It's a real good community. Like Data 2, man. I had some batteries go out. I was on the phone with him one night, and he's like, just let me order them for you. You're coming right by my shop. So I did, and he let me come by a shop at 2:00 in the morning. We threw some batteries in my truck, and yeah, I mean, the guys are great, and that's the camaraderie of it, like Indy. I've known Indy for a long time, but we all went to F3. Gord McGill, you need to get him on here one time. That dude,
that's a great idea.
He's not real.
Well, that's like Truck Drivers of
dude,
America charity too, trying to bring that camaraderie back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what FreightX is.
Truck Drivers of America.
Yeah.
Dude, yes, bro. Bro, that would be huge because we need to do another thing for that. I want to get some involved there, but yeah, Gordon McGill, Rob, he
yeah, get a hold of
Canadian guy, dude. He was on Tucker Carlson's show.
Oh, I saw him. He's the Canadian driver.
Yeah. Hey, Spud, you think you can help us arrange that? Hey, you're on mute, brother.
You're on mute, bro.
Yeah, I'll let him know.
Bro,
get him in here one time.
Like, we'll get like some of the homies over from Freight X, man. We'll get you and Indy and fuck. I'm sure Reed would want to hop in. We can make a big event out of it.
Yeah, Gord. What I love about Gord is he's so well spoken. You don't understand that he's a truck driver. Like people don't believe it, literally, and it's hilarious because he's like the most seasoned trucker ever.
Yeah.
He's done the ice roads. He's done Australia. Yeah, he's done it all.
Yeah, old Shelly, man.
I'm gonna follow that guy. I saw like he blew up, bro. After he was on Carlson, like, bro, my dude, fucking one thing after another.
Bro, Elon chimed in on his interview and was like, "What's going on here? This guy got blocked for being a part of a, like bringing out like fucking truck drivers that are prisoners now." And dude got his Twitter right back up and running.
Gord got banned many years ago for being Gord and speaking the truth. And then every time he's tried to come back, it's somebody out there has it out for him, and it's like boom, boom, boom. No, last time he tried to come back, one of our friends sent him a phone, like complete IMEI, different number and everything. 36 hours gone. Yeah.
What?
So him being on Tucker apparently got Elon in the wait a minute, what the hell? Now he's back, and I hope he stays because he's an awesome individual, and what he's doing needs to be heard.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. But I saw that and I was
Kelly.
like, wow. Yeah, Kelly, deuces. Good luck with your rubber truck.
Have a good night, Kelly. We love Kelly, man. We love Kelly. RCMP sends the request to ban him. I don't know. Oh, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. Gotcha.
Oh yeah, there's
Yeah,
some
I'm not.
bastards out there. I remember during COVID when I was working for that Montreal company, they came down to visit one time. So when they'd fly back, they'd have to stay in quarantine for 3 days in a hotel, and then when they went back to their house, they'd have to stay in quarantine for 2 weeks, could not leave, and they would have Mounties come by every single day to check and make sure you're at your house. And if you weren't, you went to jail.
Hey, Gatum, we're gonna hook up, bro. We gotta have you on the show if you're willing, man. We gotta have you on the show, man.
I see him all over X, man.
I do too.
He ain't
He's
got
one of
nothing
them
going on.
shady tow truck drivers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you guys know truck drivers of America Charity are going to be at Matt's, right? They got a booth right next to Big Rig Tees.
We're going to Matt.
Yeah,
we'll
we put in
do
for
an
media pass.
interview. We'll do a fucking interview with Truck Drivers of America Charity. Holy shit. Yes.
Hopefully we can finally
email
cash in on
Grizz.
them t-shirts.
Hey, you gotta DM me. Like my Facebook got hacked and banned, so I was friends with all of them, but I've lost them and I don't remember their names. But dude, send us emails and shit so we can hook up, because Hunter and I are going to Matt's. And dude, if they're there, that would be, oh my god, look at those fucking ribs. That would be great, bro. That would be
The entire board is gonna be there.
Really?
Yes. It'll be the first time that the entire board has been together all in one place.
That'll be great.
Yeah, I
bro.
remember when we first had y'all on, dude, they were saying that, like, it's just kind of all over the place, but that'll be incredible, man. That'll be incredible, because
and if I can make it, I'll be down there too. We'll see what money's like.
Where you at, Ticket Money?
Just south of Old Potato there.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, he's
you're another Texas guy. I was about to say.
Hey, he's down here with me, Spud, and Lombard.
Dude, I'm one of the few, man. I thought there'd be a lot more people out here in Tennessee, but
and Tex Crowley, if he's watching, Tex is like right around the corner from us too.
Right?
That's it, man. I'm saving up. I'm Texas bound.
Oh man, I was just in Tennessee actually. I delivered over there at Brown Foreman.
Where at?
Lynchburg Highway.
Oh, Lynchburg. Shit, that's a bit of a haul for me, man.
Yeah, but do you know what's down there?
I want to.
Oh yeah, Jack Daniels, bro. It's a dry county, though. It's a dry county. I was just
about to say that, but hey, I want to point this out. So we all know the size of Tennessee. Now, I love that Hunter said Lynchburg is a haul. Like, that's like a few hours.
All right, don't give me this Texas shit. I'm going to take some day.
Dude, like for us, that's like a day trip. You know? A fucking day trip.
It's just right up the road.
Hey, when you're in Texas, bro, it's like, hey, how far do you live? It's not miles, it's hours.
Well, see, that's what trips me out, dude. You're talking about next week. You're about to drive down to fucking Houston. It's
you
a
can
2.5 hour drive. You're like, yeah, I'll just come out there for the afternoon.
You can go from I-10 all the way over there in Orange, Texas, all the way over to El Paso, dude. And you cannot do that on an ELD anymore.
You can't go from Brownsville to Amarillo or DeMoss like at all. It's even farther.
I remember, I remember the longest drive I ever did in one day and I was on paper was from Knoxville, Tennessee to Fort Worth, Texas. It was like 922 miles, and and I made it look legal. Here's the funny thing. So I left. It was a Friday, bro, and like I wanted to get home for my weekend. So, dude, I left at like 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, and drove straight from Knoxville all the way to fucking Fort Worth. I parked my truck, and even though we were on logs, you guys know back in the day when we had Qualcomm and PeopleNet, like they could still track you. They still knew what you were doing. So I parked my truck. I came in Monday morning, and our safety guy called me to the office, and all he said, he was like, he said, hey, he's like, I saw you drove over 900 miles on Friday. And I was like, yes, sir, I did. I just wanted to get home. And he said, can I see your logbook? And I gave him my logbook. And he said, okay, I hope you had a good weekend, although you just got in on Saturday. Dude, like, that shit looks so much illegal. Like, he was like, he said, hey, just don't ever do that again. that was the
I
day.
can't promise anything, bro.
Hey, as long as it looked legal in the book, it didn't fucking matter. You know what I mean?
But I mean, 900 miles. What'd you do after lunch?
What do you mean? Yeah, right. Hey, here's the kicker. Here's the kicker.
Dude, you're gonna need to give him a Bud Light with that comment.
This was in 2008. This is in 2008 at the height of the recession. Diesel, in which I want to point this out for all the carriers that complain about diesel now. In 2008, the price during COVID wasn't fucking shit to what the price was during 2008. Anyway, I had a 64 mile an hour truck and did 920 something miles in a day.
My longest day, one shot day, was from just outside St. Louis, Missouri to Portland, Oregon in a 68 mile an hour truck.
Holy shit.
78,000 pounds.
God.
Yeah, I ain't even gonna lie, man. I went from Greeley, Colorado to the Bronx, New York in a 60 mile an hour truck.
God.
Dude.
Straight through.
Bro. I used to do Greeley, Colorado from the JBS plant into Fort Worth in a day. Bro, I used to fucking load there, we used to do a drop trailer. I pick up my trailer like middle of the fucking night, and I did it on purpose because I knew that Lamar and Lyman Scales would be closed. So by the time daylight rose, bro, I was already in fucking Oklahoma. You know?
Dude, those scales aren't always closed at night anymore. You got to go around on fucking 160 or 96 now.
Dude, hey, I don't know if it's still there. I'll tell you this. So there's a few things that when I was out on the road I would search for, and one was good burgers and good breakfast. My favorite breakfast is biscuits and gravy, and I'll tell you that one of the best places that I've ever had biscuits and gravy was that Sinclair truck stop just north of the fucking Scales in Lyman there, dude. Bro, oh my God, they had some good ass fucking biscuits and gravy. I don't even know if that Sinclair is still there. I think it was Lyman, Lamar, one of them. I don't remember. One of them was on 70 and one of them was on 287. I don't remember which is which now.
I love me some good biscuits and gravy, man.
Bro, that Sinclair truck stop, dude, it had been there since like the 60s, bro. And it was always packed. And dude, as old as it was a nice looking truck stop. And the restaurant was to fucking die for, dude. What did he say? Loves Liar Counter Gone Digital.
Dude, I can't see it. Dad, where are you commenting at?
He's on.
Get on the show. Get on the show, man.
Get him on here.
Yeah, bro.
He needs to replace me because I need to take these ribs in and have a bite.
I'm about to have to get off in like 15 minutes anyway. But Dad, if you would come in for the last 10 or 15 minutes, bro, let us know. We'll drop you a link.
He's probably out there being a what do they call it? A predatory tower.
He's sitting over there at the truck stop in Memphis.
Lord, you need to get TJ to tell you about his Memphis story one time.
Better not catch you over at Walmart, bro.
Yeah, I just sent it to you roadside.
That's so good shit, man. Oh, bro, that's fucking awesome. I can't believe you're still wearing those fucking shades.
It's the look, man. If I take them off, everybody knows who I am.
We're gonna get some of those, bro. I've never heard of those Cletus. I've still got the site pulled up. I'm gonna order me some of those shits.
Yeah, I got them dialed in, man. I'm about to give me some of them. Hell yeah, brother.
You can go to the Heat Wave. They've got all kinds of different designs and shade colors and all that stuff too. That's who makes them for Cletus.
It's funny when you say heat wave, because when you say that, I think of the car show circuit, the Texas heat wave. It's so funny that every time you say that, I think of Texas heat wave car show.
Dude, these are sick. I'm on Heatwave's website right now.
Yeah. Look at those like ultra darks or whatever. I think they're like 10% VLT instead of the normal like 14. These are dark as it is, but those ultra darks, man, down here in that Texas sun.
Ultra black. Here we go.
You're on mute again.
Yeah, I know. I just saw that. My favorite pair right now is a pair I got from the Dallas Cowboys game, dude. They were like $35, and they are like perfect, man. They're the polars like you got, and they're super fucking dark, man. Like, oh, I love those fucking things, man. And they're like,
I'm a big Ray-Bans guy. I've got the Clubmaster oversized. I got aviators back from when I was a pilot, and I love them. But dude, for $65, and I don't feel bad if I break them because they're not $200.
bro,
did you just say that you were a pilot?
Yeah. I was going to school for pilots.
All right, we're getting you back on the show for your own
That's where the twatter thing came from when I went to Liberty University. And if you know who Liberty University is, you'll find that funny as hell.
Hey, it's funny you say that, bro. I've got a friend of mine who's an air traffic controller that's going to come on the show in
Nice.
March. Yeah,
nice.
He works at the Waco Regional Airport, I think is where he's at now.
You need to get
your pilot's license. You let jumpers go or what?
Yes. Totally.
Really?
I just kicked him out with my foot. No.
Oh.
Yeah. No, I was still learning, but yeah, that's what I was going to do in life, and figured I could make more money doing other things. So here I am.
God,
what's going on,
what
Dad?
Prostitute? What are you doing?
We're pooping in Pringles cans and talking about prostitutes. Yes.
Hell yeah, I'm down.
Welcome to the Logistics Lounge.
Please advise.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Hey, just remember, it's only freight.
It's only freight. Well, it ain't after I take the truck.
That's both not.
Oh my God. Oh fuck. Hey, Dad, I've listened to you on some of these little rooms and shit, dude. You be cracking me the fuck up, the stuff you be saying on there. Like I've almost dropped my phone like 2 or 3 times with the shit he says.
Yeah, the great part about semi-anonymity is that you can say whatever you want and nobody gives a fuck.
That's true.
So
hey, if someone goes and Googles Dad, they're probably going to go down a rabbit hole they don't want to.
Hell yeah, suckers.
One dad, 2 tow trucks.
Yeah.
We know it's true.
For the longest time, I had trouble getting. So my handle on Twitter is DOT Roadside, and it's the logo and the name is definitely designed for that double entendre. So for the longest time, truckers wouldn't follow me because they thought I was the cops. I was like, dude, no, just listen to anything I've put out. You'll realize that ain't happening.
You'd have been the first person I follow. Shit, bro. Hey, if you you know what I mean? Like, if I thought you was a popo,
Yeah.
you'd have been the first person I followed.
I found a DOT person on a group that I'm in too, and I was one of the first people I followed. Why? Now they can't give me a fucking ticket. It's a conflict.
Hey, Hunter and I know a guy that he was 20 years. He was a DOT officer. Dude, this guy, bro, he's all over LinkedIn, and when people post like bullshit laws, dude, he just says you're full of shit, and just starts, dude. He literally quotes the fucking FMCSA manual like it's the Bible. It's crazy, bro.
That's great.
He's the coolest guy, man. He's all about truckers. He's the coolest fucking dude, man. And I'm like, man, it's just great, man. He's fucking awesome.
And he's gone.
Yeah.
And he's back.
Dad. Oh, there he is.
Service.
No,
If
that's
you
all me.
if you
I'm
have
in the
been
worst
looking for
spot.
your dad, anybody, we have him right here.
Yeah, we found Daddy. Just don't knock at my door. My wife will be pissed.
Hey, if you ever, I can't remember the name of the movie, but it's Steve Vaughn. Steve Vaughn was in it, where he was a sperm donor and had like all these 8,000 kids and stuff go to him like that. That's going to be Dad now.
Yeah. Are you my daddy? Are you my daddy? Well, and
Oh my
it's
God,
great
bro!
because like if I jump into Rutherford Spaces, he still calls me Dad, and I'm like, I love when you call me Dad. It's so good. Fucking, it's
Who's
great.
Rutherford?
Oh, fucking Kevin Rutherford.
Pedro,
Let's
you're
run.
on mute again, bro.
I'm talking. I'm talking to my wife. Okay.
Oh, tell her I said hello.
Hunter says hello. She said, "Fuck off, Hunter." She said,
See?
I did. She said I did not.
Tell her Ticket Money says hello.
Ticket Money says hello. She says, I don't know who that is.
Hey, I hope she's ready to get on the
Just
line.
tell her
Start
Daddy
talking.
said hello.
Yeah.
Daddy said
She
hello.
said, absolutely not.
You don't want to say hi to your daddy?
Oh, bro, she just burned.
Woo!
Hey, hold on. She just burned you, Dad. She said, actually,
Oh, yeah?
I did. It's his birthday. I just texted him.
Nice.
Oh,
Love
hey,
it.
she never comes on the show, but Hunter Tay, man, she's got some good fucking one-liners, man. She's a smart ass.
Of all time, she hates our show.
She does. She's our number one hater.
She said,
We
he said, hi, Dad. I said you pronounced I puppy wrong.
have three haters. We have three haters. Two we will not mention, but my wife is one of them.
Facts.
Hunter knows why we can't mention the other ones.
I think they know though.
I think they do know. I think they do know that we know they're our haters.
Yeah, man. It's a hell of a title to hold.
Hey, man. Success wasn't built on people who like you.
The haters keep it interesting.
You know what we think it is? You know what we think it is that both of them have like way larger followers on their stuff than we do, but like our stuff is growing much faster than theirs are. And I think that's why they hate us. And yeah, I really
Yeah,
do.
man. I just want to be friends with them, but you know, life goes on. Can't be friends with everybody, I reckon.
Hunter said, I just want to be friends. Listen to this guy.
Yeah.
Elmo says he just wants to know how your day is.
Yeah. Friends are tight, man. Friends are tight.
Did y'all? I'm funny. It's funny you brought that up. Did y'all see the video of Larry David fucking assaulting Elmo on like the Today Show or some shit?
I didn't watch it, but yeah. If only you read the comment I posted under that.
Really? I'm gonna have to go find it. That shit was so funny, man. Larry David assaulting Elmo on national television live.
What was the one donut operator commented something and it was like, I can't because all my friends died of meth or something, and it like made national news on TV. It was great.
Oh man. I'll be cracking up on that shit. I'll be sitting on X, man. Like I'm serious. I've not been a fan of it, man. Like, but Hunter has turned me on to it, and I'll tell you what, that shit is like the Wild West of social media right now. Like it really is.
Oh, it's always been. It's just making a comeback with Elon in the driver's seat. Everything was getting censored here and there. I mean, shit, look what he did for old Gil. Preaching the truth out here.
So, hey, Dad, what are you doing, brother? I mean, you just chilling, or you driving down the road going to a job, or what?
No, I got two Comcast vans hooked and booked, and I'm heading south. I'm about 30 minutes from my drop, and then I got to go back up to Vermont and grab a fuel tank, 1,000-gallon on-site fuel tank for another customer, and then I get to call it a night. So.
Oh, okay. Hey, we never hooked up. I mean, like Spud has joked about you and the towing stuff. Is that what you do? Is just towing, or are you actually like roadside service and towing and all that, or what?
So we used to when I first started this company back in 17. We did everything. We were the third largest provider for AAA behind their own 2 fleet facilities up here in the Northeast. And then I just got tired of employees and the crying and the whining, and I sold off most of the fleet. It's me and 2 other guys now. I just hired another one, and all we do is move cars from A to B all day. That's it.
Oh, that's sweet, dude. Do you do any heavy towing at all?
No, I'm looking at a 16 ton, but man, 265, 270 grand for a new truck. It's like a $6,000 a month payment. It's just insane.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah,
And, then you get the crybabies bitching. I'm fucking scalping them.
Well, you have to make that payment.
That's what I mean. It ain't free.
Hunter, we have got to do a show around Dad, dude, especially because of the towing stuff that's going on. Even though he doesn't do the heavy towing, like Dad, it would be so fucking awesome for you to like come on and weigh in on that stuff. And I know other people have had tow companies on, but they haven't been you. So yeah, we got to hook up, man. Have you come on?
Did you see any of the shit with me blowing up that guy Alex Loki?
No, nuh-uh.
So he wrote an article for was it Overdrive, and OIDA backed it, but it was basically about predatory towing.
I saw that.
The funny thing is that dude, he's from up here. He's from up in New England, and he's DM'd me a bunch of times like, yo, we should get together for a beer. So he puts this shitty article out, and I was like, all right. I DM'd him. I'm like, yo, didn't want to call me first and get the other side. You just want to put this bullshit article out. And he's like, no, I just follow the facts where they take me, and gave me a bunch of shit. And so then I put out a heinous tweet against him, and him and his editor or whatever you call it called me up. Hey, can you take the post down? We didn't plagiarize nothing. I'm like, I never said that. I don't know where you're coming from. So we went into a big back and forth, and then he basically called me and said, you don't know shit, you don't know what you're talking about. I did my research, and I was like, all right, bro. So then I've been hate tweeting the shit out of him ever since. I mean, hate tweeting the shit out of him to the point where like he's blocked me. So yeah, it's awesome.
Well, if you won't, I bet you Hunter and I could find a way to get him on the show, and you can hash it out, fucking live in the lounge, baby. We're like, okay, all we gotta do is DM Claudia. I'm telling you, she will find that son of a bitch, Claudia the Connector.
Well, you invite him on to talk about his article.
I can reach out to him, but
yeah, they're just like the amazing Polly.
Yeah, just invite him on.
One of our big hashes was in his article he puts down that when you're doing a heavy recovery, you have special headsets. Box of 4 headsets is like $6,000. So, but it's a special frequency, so you don't talk over EMS, police, whoever else are on scene, but you can communicate with you and your operators from your company without the loud noises and interfering with theirs. So you typically bill that out as a line item. Headsets used $250 per headset, whatever. And they do break. You have to replace them. That you do have to buy batteries for them. They're very specialized. And he's like, that's bullshit. You shouldn't bill for that. And I said, so wait, when a flatbedder goes out and tarps, does he bill for that? And he said, of course he does. And I said, so he's screwing his customers and he's predatory? He's like, that's different. I'm like, no, you said because we buy the headsets once, but we bill for them on every job, that's predatory. But yet a flatbedder can throw tarps and charge for them, and he's not predatory. So which is it? No, that's different. That's different. Yeah, whatever. It's bullshit.
How? That's not different.
It's exactly the same. And
Because
it
if I
just
take care of my
The only thing
tarps,
different about it is the words.
right.
yeah, if I take care of my tarps, that tarp I buy once for what, $300-400, depending on what kind of tarp and how big, and I bill 100-150 bucks every time I throw that tarp.
That ain't predatory. That's called doing business.
Dude, the average tarp fee that like I've paid 100, but the average tarp fee I do is I tack on it, $50 if a driver said, even though I post it in my stuff where I say, hey, this requires tarps, like most of the time drivers tell me, hey, $50 tarp fee. So I mean, I can agree with you, man. I mean, hey, it goes, I guess it goes to that thing that, you should get paid for everything you do. You know what I mean? Like I don't work for fucking free, no matter what it is.
Well, and it
Well,
depends on the commodity too. If I'm hauling extrusions and you're requiring me to tarp it, you're paying for brand new tarps because it will rip the shit out of those tarps. It's
hell
done.
yeah. Right.
I don't care how much you pad them and put blankets on them. Those tarps are going. So you're going to pay for brand new tarps. And if it's a full load, that's 2, maybe 3 tarps. $300 a pop. You're going to pay for new tarps.
Right. Because
Because
now you don't have the use of them anymore.
exactly, 50, 75, $100 for a tarp job, that's great pay as long as that tarp job isn't going to get ruined by the commodity.
You can't be talking about tarp jobs on this show. This is family friendly, okay?
It's and the
Yeah,
other one he was the other
some
the other one he was
families really
bitching
need to be
about.
covered up.
Yeah, no shit, huh? Facts. Yeah, and the other thing he was bitching about was administrative fees. So in the towing industry, we add an administrative fee. Well, like in your business, in trucking, you bring it from A to B and then you're done with it. Well, like on a recovery, we go to A, we do a bunch of work, we bring it back to B, and then we bring it back to B, but then we got to do all the paperwork, deal with the insurance company. The owner of the truck shows up after he gets out of the hospital, wants to get his shit. Like, when does the clock stop? Right, the clock stopped for the truck when we were done the recovery, but the clock doesn't stop on the guy sitting in the desk in the office. I still got to pay for him every time you call him and blow his ass up. And the insurance company wants 700 pictures, and yeah, it's a mess. And so him and I, this whole like predatory towing, is there predatory towing? 100%, absolutely. But you want to avoid them? Don't go where they're at. Don't park under a
Yeah,
fucking
don't park at
11-foot 6
Walmart,
bridge.
stupid.
Right.
You know,
Don't park.
I want to touch on this actually, Dad. I mean, maybe you can expand on it. I've actually got like 8 minutes left because my wife and my son have to go to bed because they get up early in the morning and they need their 10 hours of sleep. But I will say that one of the things because we actually reported about this on the show, and I think it was the exact article that you're talking about, Dad. But in the article, it talked about that part of the problem is that drivers don't get an option. If I get in a wreck as a driver, then it's just whatever fucking tow company shows up, and that's who I've got to deal with. Like they had a term for it. It was basically like lack of choice. You know what I mean? And like,
It's called non-consent towing.
there you go. Thank you. That's exactly what it is. And so, like, I heard that was a big thing. That I mean, even when you get in a wreck with your car, like most people don't think about let me call my own tow company. You have tow. They just watch, listen to the scanners, or they have a contract with the city, and then whoever shows up and just tows your shit, and you're just like on the hook for whatever it is, or your insurance company's on the hook for whatever it is. So, I mean, I could see what you're saying about don't go to those areas, but I mean, in those instances, I mean, I guess they kind of.
So here's there's two things. I'll tell you real quick because I got a few minutes here. But
Yeah.
non-consent towing. So you wreck your truck. One, you probably were doing something you shouldn't have done, and you're in a spot you shouldn't be in. First and foremost, it's completely avoidable. 99% of the time, it's completely avoidable.
Okay.
But if you get into a wreck, okay, and you're on the side of the highway and some asshole in a tow truck pulls up and says, hey, I can get you out, don't fucking go with that guy because he's probably a predator. the guys that are on the rotation, on the police rotation, are guys that are most times have a contract for contracted rates, but they're also there because you can't leave a truck there. You can't leave a car in the middle of the road. It's got to go. And there's the federal government actually has guidelines for how to reopen a road and what time and where to put every
I read
piece of
that.
equipment.
I read
So,
that.
Yeah.
So, I've actually taken the federal class and I'm certified in it. So, which again, who's paying me for that? No one, right?
It's called incident.
But I got to do it. Incident response, right? So,
Yep.
but for every time it's some weird number, but for like every 5 minutes you're shutting down a lane or roadside with flashing lights, your likelihood of another accident occurring behind you goes up by like 25%.
I want to.
You don't have a choice. You have to get that shit out of the road as fast as you can.
Yeah, and
So
that's why
you
law
have to have a
enforcement
rotation.
calls on it for non-consent towing. They
Right.
have to.
Right. Yeah.
I'll tell you. I remember
1000%.
I remember an instance of predatory towing, which even to this day, I know it still goes on. But I remember when I was a driver that, and the first time I ever experienced it was on I-80 going over Donner, and it was snowing. Dude, this was 2009 or 10, and like it was bad. Like there was like 48 inches of fucking snow on the side of the fucking highway. But dude, these tow truck companies, they would sit at random spots up and down the summit because they knew fucking drivers were going to get stuck or like go off the road. And man, like used to hear the drivers all the time. You'd pass someone, there'd be a driver get hooked up to tow. Like, oh, that's $2,000. They knew, bro. They knew.
The other way predatory towing happens is when you're parked in a place that is questionable. And they'll sit there and wait until you walk into the Walmart or walk into that Target or walk into that restaurant. And then they'll just come and hook up your truck. And that's not necessarily legal either.
You know, I want to...
Again, it's predatory, but it's also private property. Yeah, I mean, it's predatory, but again, most of them have signs up. Most of those places, like, there was a guy that was trying to clap back at me and was like, yo, well, I parked. I just didn't see the sign. It was snowing. That's on you. Like, take fucking personal responsibility for what you did. You parked in a spot that said you must go in and pay for parking. And you thought, man, fuck it. I'm going to just say the sign was covered with snow and I didn't see it. Well, guess what? You got caught. Pay the piper. Stop your bitching. Like, I don't know. And I get it. It sucks, but the reality is it's personal responsibility in everything we do.
The funny part about it is that the ironic part about it is, and I actually kind of like it that we're talking about this, but you know, here you are, Dad, catching all of this slack because there's these few companies out there, that one in Memphis that made the headlines, that are giving all of you a bad name. I just want to put it out there. Think about that shit.
That's a fact.
Think about that shit with brokers. You think about carriers, and carriers when you think about brokers. All of us get a bad name because there's the few that fuck it up for the many.
Well, and you know, how would you like it if I said you're all Swift drivers, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, or whatever. Pick a fucking name. Like, oh, you all drive like Swift drivers. Well, that's bullshit. You don't all drive like Swift drivers. There's a lot of guys who really know what they're doing. And one of the big things that you know, I'll point out about that article is look who sponsors the company that did the survey and the thing. The mega carriers, almost all of them are self-insured, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Which basically means they don't go through an insurance company. They just put into a trust fund enough money to cover whatever the fuck happens, okay? So they're gonna bitch because it's coming right out of their bottom line with the price of towing. Of course they're gonna bitch. The other person that's sponsoring that are the insurance companies. Well, of course they don't want to pay. Nobody wants to pay it. I get it, but you know what? The reality is, a heavy duty rotator is $1.2 million. $1.2 million for a heavy rotator.
Fuck yeah,
Oh,
60 ton,
shit.
expensive as fuck.
Holy fuck, that's crazy.
So you want me to come out to you in a $1.2 million truck and pull your dumb ass out of the fucking ditch for $100? Not gonna happen.
Hey, look, I'll give you $100 and a 6-pack of beer.
Well, then I'm done. Let's do it. But
See, you know how to avoid predatory towing when parking is by using truckparkingclub.com.
Oh, fuck
Facts.
yeah.
Send it.
Truckparkingclub.com. That is true.
Best guys out there.
That is true.
Best guys out there.
Fuck yeah, it is.
That's
guys,
bullshit.
I gotta hop off of here. Because we will start with Dad, since you were the last one on the show. Do you have any exiting comments, any plugs, anything you want to say before we get off this joint?
I just want to say, man, I appreciate you guys having me on, and we'll definitely do this again when I got some time.
Fuck
And,
yeah.
I appreciate you guys having me on, and keep doing good work, man. It's always fun to see new material out here, and fuck the haters.
That's right, bro. Fuck the haters. And hey, we're not just the new material, we're the best material. And make sure, hey man, make sure you go and give us some plugs, man. You know, I mean, I'm being shameless here, but dude, we're really trying to reach out on X and pull more of you carriers in and expand our stuff, man. So if you like what we're doing, Dad, like drop us some love and stuff, man. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, no doubt.
You have anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Yeah, I mean, Truck Drivers of America Charity.org, of course. And don't forget your bull snot. And yeah, hey, good to meet you, Dad. I'll try and find you on X. I didn't even know what the hell that was. Legit.
Yeah. Spud, you got anything you want to say before you leave? You want to show us them ribs or what?
Well, they're kind of still wrapped up, but I'll be posting pictures over on King Spud on my Twitter there, X or whatever we're calling it now. Well, thank you guys for having me on. I somehow stayed for 3 hours.
Dude,
good time.
It happens.
You know, I just want to say, please advise Truck Parking Club and Hot Seat Services. Y'all have a good one.
That's the damn dilly. Mr. Hound, do you have any exiting comments?
Yeah, appreciate y'all boys kicking it with us. TJ, if you're watching, we'll see you on the other side. But yeah, go follow us on X. Go find us there. Find us on YouTube. We'll just continue bullshitting around and kicking it in the lounge.
Fuck yeah, we will.
Oh, and big show tomorrow. We got Armchair Attorney coming on. Mr. Matt Leffler should be. We'll be talking about medium-sized dogs, some legalities.
I might need to be there for that.
I'll be there.
Hey guys,
yeah, if y'all want to hop in, just let us know.
Hunter is downplaying it. The guy that we're having on tomorrow, Matt Leffler, is. Dude, he is an incredible guy. He's an active lawyer, huge into logistics stuff, and I mean, he just really good guy. If you guys want to have anything you're worried about legally, definitely tune in tomorrow, and Matt will I'm sure either answer on the show or we'll connect you with him.
Yeah, can't forget about the trailer talk too. I'm about to pick his head about some trailers.
All right, we'll holler at y'all later. Be good, be real,
Sweet.
Be safe.
Yep.
Take your money.
Before y'all can head out if you want. I'm just about to do a sponsor break and we'll end this. Hey, Spud, be safe. Ticket, I know you're at the crib because of your thing, but be safe. Dad, be safe out there, brother, as well. We want all of y'all to make it home to your family. Spud, you make it home again. Ticket, you make it home again. And we will catch y'all on the flip side. And what else you're going to catch is more dollar bills in your pocket when you decide to factor through Shoreline Capital. The last part of that video says you should be worried about getting paid, but the only way you're going to get paid is if you have access to accurate real-time freight rates. We had our sponsor, LaneRunner, on the show earlier, Tim with LaneRunner. Go back, watch the show, check out the bombs that he dropped. Go right now while they're advertising on the show, rolling across the bottom of the screen. You go sign up, use code first month free, and you will get a month free of LaneRunner.com.
Welcome to the future of trucking with LaneRunner. Up to the minute, trustworthy spot market freight rates. Experience real time, full truckload spot market rates at your fingertips. Stay ahead with our advanced rate alert system, ensuring you never miss a market move. Gain insights with our detailed high and low paying lane reports. Make informed decisions with comprehensive market reports tailored for your business needs. LaneRunner, accurate, real-time spot market freight rates at your fingertips. Efficiency, reliability, and profitability all in one platform. Join LaneRunner today and take your logistics to the next level. Spot market, spot on.
You know what else is spot on, Hunter?
Say.
The fucking content that we be putting out in the Logistics Lounge. That's what.
You got that right. You got that right.
No, baby, I know. We hope y'all, actually, forget a hope. We will see all of y'all tomorrow. What, Hunter, is it 1600 Central Time? Is that what time we got Matt on?
4 p.m. Central Time.
4 p.m. Central Time. The armchair attorney, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Matt Leffler himself, going to be on here speaking some game about some legalities in the logistics industry. And as Hunter said, we're going to have some trailer talk with him because his another part of his business is moving semi-trailers. With that, as I always say, chunk the deuces. Mr. Hound, roll that beautiful bean footage.
See y'all tomorrow.